on, dude?
We're
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Here we are. So let's not talk about that stuff right now.
Okay.
But here
Well,
we are.
oh,
We're on.
are we live? I can't
We
see. Oh, I
are
see it now.
live. We are here. We are live.
It's a Thanksgiving special.
It's the Thanksgiving special. Look, we're in the kitchen. We're in Tavildo's kitchen, boys. We're cooking up some wild things.
Uh-huh.
So we're back. Obviously, it's been a whole day. I
Yeah.
hope you
Yeah,
missed
it's been.
us. Here we are, and we're going to be talking about the new leaks because there have been new leaks. It's like every day we're getting something, which is pretty great. It's a pretty good time in the community. The hype is getting higher. I know Tomas was a
Yeah.
little down on it before, but I think the hype is getting
Yeah.
higher at this point.
As soon as I saw all this stuff, I'm really hyped. What's it called? I see you have the this episode is called Gandalf is great again.
Yes,
Um,
that is what I
I
named
think
this
I
one.
think that might be an overreaction. He might either be playable or
He's
still
got
not
3
playable.
attacks, boys.
Yeah, dude, but he's 250 now. Well, we'll get to there. We'll get to there. But
Okay, we'll get there. We'll get
we'll
there.
we'll get there. We'll
You
get
you
there.
as everyone should know by now, this is our third time streaming anything. As everyone should know probably by now, Tomas cares about Minas Tirith and Minas Tirith alone. So we're gonna hear a lot about Minas Tirith today,
Is is that a
specifically
bad
because
thing, bro? We're
two.
only talking about the important factions. There's only two
Okay,
good
well,
things that happened.
it's
Minister
actually
stuff came out, and the Witch King got nerfed.
it's really thematic because I'm a Mordor main and you're a Minas Tirith main, so
Yeah.
it's like the two main factions.
Mm-hmm.
Why can I not set this thing? It's really annoying me.
Well,
Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and start. I think I'm going to go in reverse order here from how I have them so I can close these tabs as I go because I have like 5 million open right now. And I am probably pretty quiet. There we go. That's probably better. All right, so let's look at the first thing that I have up, which is Assault on Helm's Deep. So earlier you were asking if Uruk-hai still have pikes. They do still have pikes. We can look closer at it. Oh no, it's gonna make the whole thing bad. Oh well.
what are you?
Oh, I see.
Are
See
you
this.
posting it?
I'm in studio right now, which is why can't I just go out of this? One sec. I'll
I'm the
figure this
wrong
out.
person. But did you? You should be using the file that I told you to download.
I couldn't find them. I asked you to send me the timestamp, and then you never did.
No, look, I told you go to the pinned comments. Go to the pinned comments on that Discord, and
Oh,
it's the top one.
You didn't say that. At 9:01, I said to send me a
Oh.
message at the time because you said it was new, so I thought it would be like recently. Hold on.
Yeah, it's the newest one. Just go to
The
that.
newest one. Oh my
Go
goodness.
okay. Go to the
You want me to do this right
you,
now? Okay, let's
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
You got because that has everything and it's in order, and it's starting
It's
with
in
good, the
order with what?
superior.
I think I have everything. Hold on.
But you're
I don't
starting with
even know how to frickin' navigate this
yeah. Look,
garbage
go
thing. There we
go
go.
to the
Here we go.
spoiler thing.
Is it all armies? Armies of Lord of the Rings, all armies?
Bro, yeah, I don't know what it's called.
That's the thing that's pinned, and then there's just a bunch of
it's
pictures.
a top pin. The top pin, just download that one.
Okay. Well,
And it
I'm
has
glad we're
and
doing this live instead of
yeah,
having this done already.
and someone ordered them all. Look, it's
All right, we got
we gotta
pages.
fix this now,
we got
bro.
40
We gotta
pages,
fix
so we
this
got to
now.
get through 40 pages. All right, hold on.
Yeah. I don't know if we're
this
gonna
was
get
all
through
that I
40
had
pages.
open, so that'll actually condense some things. All right, so I guess we can start in the table of contents.
Yeah.
Is that a better
Yeah.
spot for you, Tomas?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
As you can see, there's a lot of good legendary legions compared to the evil legendary legions.
Yeah, the evil legendary legions. These are, and this is from the movies specifically. So the evil legendary legions, I think, are going to be better in the books, and that's mostly because there's like none of the orcs are named barely in the movies. Like I don't even. I mean, Grishnak is in it. He's not really named, but he's in it.
Yeah. And they're
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
well, like they're like,
there's
orcs
no
are like
Dragonator.
yeah. Thank God,
Remember when he was
Well,
in the movie? He bust down the doors of
yeah,
Minas
that's
Tirith and
right,
said,
dude. He was in the
"I'm
back
taking the
in part
ring
of a
now."
deleted scene. You
Yeah,
know.
that was my favorite part. It's true. I
hmm
think really it was everyone's.
hmm Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about this. So, forces of good, free peoples, Rohan, Gondor, Elven kingdoms. That's it for the movies, which is missing a whole race, right? A whole dwarven race. But I guess that'll come in the armies of the Hobbit mostly.
I think I counted 27 good factions, good legendary legions.
I mean, it's just called lists now, which is, I guess, fine. Oh, you know what?
19 and 19
I should make
evil.
this visible to our viewers. There we go. How's
Yeah.
that?
You should what am I looking at?
Why? Why can't I do this? This is really
Yeah,
annoying me.
you're like too zoomed in on your
Yeah, wait
zoom
a
out.
second. It should unzoom a bit.
Yeah. All right. Let's just go to the next thing, dude. One of the biggest changes, bro.
One of the biggest.
Gotta talk about this guy, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I
I
don't know
don't know how to reset
what
this.
happened.
Anyways, it's fine. I'll just deal with it. So,
hmm
we have in our good army list, we have the Fellowship, the Shire, Road to Rivendell, which is what I was telling you about a second ago off stream, where I said Arwen's going to be able to get up to or fight 4 attacks on the charge, which is going to be wild.
That's Owen. I
Her
get the names
passenger ship with
confused
Frodo.
sometimes.
She gets Frodo as a passenger,
Oh
who's
shit,
literally
that's
dying. But we'll talk about it in a second.
that's not even a model, is it?
It is.
It's gonna be. It is.
It is a model. I've seen it. I want
You
it.
can
I
buy it
bid
now.
on it. All right, I bid on it on eBay, and then I
Mhm.
I didn't get it. I lost. Someone paid like $55 for it. I was only willing
What
to
a
pay
nerd,
like
bro.
40. What a nerd, I know.
Mhm.
Anyways, yeah, I wanted it. It's a pretty cool model. But
It
let's
sounds cool.
hold on.
The passenger models sound cool.
Let's continue. So
Yeah.
then we have Breaking of the Fellowship, which is wildly changed. We have
Mhm.
Kingdom of Rohan, Road to Helm's Deep, Defenders of Helm's Deep, Ride Out, Riders of Eomer, Riders of Theoden, Army of Edoras, Defenders of the Hornburg, Minas Tirith, Garrison of Ithilien, Reclamation of Osgiliath, Atop the Walls, Return of the King, Defenders of Pelennor, Men of the West, Numenor, Lindon, Rivendell, The Last Alliance, Lothlorien, Fangorn, the Eagles, and the Realms of Men. Any thoughts on that? Anything you think that are missing from the movies? Remember, this is just strictly from the movies.
I can't think of anything. So it all looks good to me.
It looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't think really there is either. I mean, unless you wanted like a Defenders of Osgiliath with Faramir, but they lose pretty badly.
There is. It's the the defenders of Gilead. They just switched it to be Garrison of Ithilien. So it's like
I see,
the old it's like the old legendary legion,
So well, we'll see. I haven't seen
Yeah,
actually.
we'll
Do they
see,
get
we'll
like
see.
Ozvets in that? I thought that was just.
no,
You don't know.
I don't
Well,
know.
let's look at
I
it.
don't remember now.
We'll look at it.
We'll keep on going.
Yeah, we'll look at it. Let's continue. We're already 9 minutes into this stream. Goodness.
Yeah.
So in the forces of evil, we have Mordor, Isengard, the Hill Tribes, the Misty Mountains, and the Fallen Realms. Nothing really to say there. That's pretty much what we see in the movies. We don't really see anything else. We see Harad, Easterlings, those are Fallen Realms. Hill Tribes, we see Dunland. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't say that I know anything else. And I'm glad that the Misty Mountains has changed, and now it's just called Good Armies as the Eagles, because that was really unintuitive. I understand why it was, because the Eagles live there as well. But, like, when newcomers to the games, or even kids coming to the game, when they know Misty Mountains, they're like, oh, that's where the goblins are, So that's cool. Then we have the evil army list, and there's far fewer. So it's Barad-dûr, Black Riders, Wraiths on Wings, Army of Gothmog, Legions of Mordor, Minas Morgul, Cirith Ungol, the Black Gate, Army of the White Hand, Lurtz's Scouts, Ugluk Scouts, Wolves of Isengard, Muster of Isengard, Assault on Helm's Deep, Usurpers of Edoras, Besiegers of the Hornburg, Depths of Moria, Harad, and Corsair fleets. Anything to say there? Anything missing?
No, not. I can't think of anything that's missing. It all looks good to me. I don't really play Evil, so I couldn't tell you.
Looks pretty solid.
Dragon Emperor is missing, dude.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Dragon Emperor is missing.
It's true. I mean, he's the one that destroys the ring in the end, so he ought to be here. I don't know why he's not.
Yeah, little Timmy's going to miss that.
Yeah.
Little Timmy's going to miss Dragon Emperor.
All right, so here we go. I'll just let you talk about this for a second.
Right. Go to the next,
Can you see it now? Or am I still on the contents page?
No, you're on it.
Okay. Yeah, there's I think it's like a 20-second delay if you're.
Oh, a 20-second delay. Okay, I guess I should just tell me when you go to the next one, and then I'll just start talking. Well, so Boromir,
go ahead,
captain of the White Tower. 160 points, movement 6, fight value 7. So you got the fight value buff. Shooting value 4+, strength 4, defense 6, attacks 3, wounds 3, courage 4+, intelligence 5+, race man, faction Gondor, unit type hero, infantry, unique, base 25mm. He has heavy armor, hand weapon, and the Horn of Gondor. So the Horn of Gondor does the same thing that it did in the old edition. That if he's outnumbered, you can activate the horn, and if the models fail the courage test, you automatically win the combat. He has heroic challenge, heroic strength.
I think it's better than that. It says it's a unique war horn. Mm-hmm. So does it give +1 courage as well? I mean, I know you would argue. I know you would argue for it.
It should. It fucking should, bro. Wait, but they don't get like their +1 courage.
Maybe this is where they get it.
Value, this is probably where they get it from. Yeah.
So just all into Boromir. Solid.
Yeah. So then the banner's still 40 points. Horse is 20. You got the 10. What happened?
Did you want to mention heroic challenge, strike, and strength?
Oh, I thought I already mentioned that. But did he get? I don't remember if he got. Did he get anything new?
No. But strike and strength challenge, they've all been changed.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the strike is only a D3.
Mm-hmm. Strength is double. So Boz would be strength 8.
Strength 8. Oh, but keep on reading.
Wait. I know.
And then heroic challenge, it got the buff.
I'm scrolling down, so it should appear shortly.
I have not seen. I don't remember what challenge does, but it's probably gonna be fun. I don't remember what challenge does. So banner's 40 points, horse is 20, so I got the 10-point buff. The shield, if you take the shield, it would be defense 7, which you have to take. If not, you're gonna get wrecked by strength 4. Banner Mister. Before it was a 6-inch banner, and it was and it gave you +1 fight to everyone, even himself. And he doesn't get the duel penalty. Now, instead, what it does is that if a friendly Gondor warrior model within range of the Banner Misstep is involved in a drawn combat, and the combat is tied at the good warrior model's fight value, then instead of rolling off to see who wins, the Gondor warrior model wins instead. If both sides have a similar special rule, roll off as normal. So this just breaks ties and you auto win.
Yeah, how upset are you about this? Everything else that they've added to Boz, like if they get the Warhorn bonus and then Son of Gondor.
It's really good. Yeah, no. So you see it says unique Warhorn, so he does get the +1 because it says this is unique banner. So he should get the +1 from the Warhorn.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
Oh, okay. So special rules, leader, Citadel Guard. So he can take Citadel Guard. I thought they were gonna put a cap on how many elite troops you can take.
Well, there is a cap because only he can take them in the warband.
Yeah, so only he can take.
So 15
or
15, yeah. I mean, I guess I think.
Yeah.
I
Son of
think they kept
Gondor
it the same.
active. And in turn in which he charges, Boromir gains +1 to wound when making strikes. So he really needed this, dude, because sometimes so he has the lance bonus built in automatically instead of having to pick between the lance. So he got better because now he always has a lance, you know. He doesn't you don't have to be like, do I take the banner or the lance? But people always took the banner, you know. The banner got the nerf, but I think probably like the way the fight values got redistributed, it's probably not that big of a nerf, you know. So the elite troops are probably 5/5, so they're not going to be able to win against elves anymore or tie with elves, which is going to be really sad because if
Things
they
are
were
looking up
able,
for Rivendell.
yeah.
I don't know if
So
you've seen
Boromir, you know,
new Rivendell thing where
no, I
they
haven't.
just get to wound when you charge them.
Really,
Anyways,
yeah,
we'll
that's
get there.
crazy. Yeah, but Boromir, it's I don't. He gets some really good buffs. The banner nerf, I don't know, depends how everyone else is. It kind of hurts a lot.
Kind of hurts a lot. All
Yeah,
right. Well, I
because
think
like,
that's where we'll
you
end
know,
our analysis
yeah, I think it
of
just hurts
boss.
a lot. It just hurts a lot, dude.
I would say
He's
I
better
like
now.
the changes. I like the
Yeah,
changes. It's gonna prevent people from doing the I'm gonna just sit back and use my banner with Boromir to get fight value
yeah,
and then call
yeah,
heroic moves when I need to and just sit back.
yeah, yeah. That's what I would do. But now
Because
that he has the
now
lance built in, yeah, he's just
it's
gonna be.
encouraging that. Plus,
Yeah,
now the banner is important, but it's not like if I lose this, I lose the game.
yeah.
But it's still 40 points, so that does suck. Anyways, so
Are you moving
it's a
up?
mixed bag, I guess, with Boz. Go
Let's
ahead and
go.
rate it on let's see, one to three rats.
1 to 3 rats.
Yeah,
Three rats being really good.
I guess so. Yeah,
Dude, I would say his change is a 2, depending. I just think that fight buff, the fight nerf, feels really bad. Maybe Citadel Guard, they become fight 6, so then it actually wouldn't be too bad. But
yeah, we'll see. Maybe they have a rule where it's their
like,
fight values increased
yeah,
around Boromir. Maybe that's a
yeah, like
thing like that.
I'm just gonna say some bad news. Final Court Guard are only 10 points now. So I'm not looking too. It's not looking too high for them. They used to be 11 points. Well, I think it was 11 if you took the shield, but you
But you
always take
get
the
the
shield.
shield
So you need a
automatically
7.
now.
Yeah. No, I don't think. I
Okay,
think
well
you
let's
don't
go
get
on.
the shield.
Let's go
Oh, but that's
on.
just the bad news. That's just
Let's talk
foreshadowing.
about some great news. Here he
Yeah,
is. I think this is great. You've been a little lukewarm on it. I don't have this model. You do, right?
I do have him. I
Yeah.
bought the battle hope. So
Yeah.
I can finally use him.
Nice.
As God intended, bro.
So it is Gandalf the White. He's movement 6, fight value 6, shoot value 4 plus, strength 4, defense 6, attacks 3. That's huge. Wounds 3, courage 3 plus, intelligence 3 plus, 3 might, 6 will, 3 fate. He's a wizard. He's in the Fellowship faction. He's a unit infantry unique. He's 25 mil base, whatever. He has Glamdring, which is the sword of Gondolin's King Turgon. Narya, which is the ring of fire of the 3 rings given to him by Círdan. And a staff of power, which has no lore, and the rings of power is stupid to try to make an entire arc about a stupid stick. Anyways, so the Glamdring, great, unique elven hand and a half weapon, although I don't see many people two-hand with Gandalf, but maybe that'll change, now that we're seeing some extra attacks behind him. A model gains a +1 bonus to their strength when making strikes with Glamdring. So he is effectively strength 5, wounding dwarves on 5s. If he two-hands, wounding dwarves on 4s. Solid. Narya is a unique piece of war gear. Gandalf may re-roll failed fate rolls. Pretty solid. His heroic actions: channeling, defense, resolve, strike. Okay, interesting. Options: Pippin can only be taken if Gandalf is writing Shadowfax and Shadowfax, which I don't think we have Shadowfax's page here. Oh, we do actually. We do.
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
Nice. Okay. So before we read Pippin, let's go ahead and cover his magical powers. So we have Blinding Light, Terrifying Aura, Transfix, Foil Magic, Fortify Spirit, Strengthen Will, Banishment, Sorcerer's Blast, and your staff is broken. So looks like most of those are. It's three to 5. There's no 2+
Yeah,
anymore.
they all got nerfed. They now cost 1 more.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing too.
Yeah.
They all.
He still have he has Transfix. Okay, so he still has Transfix, but on a
no compel.
No, he doesn't. I'm sorry, I misread it. He has Transfix,
On
Foil Magic, Fortify Spirit.
Yep.
He doesn't have. Does he have Command?
No.
No, he doesn't have Command.
There is no
Transfix. Transfix is the same thing as Immobilize.
Yeah. The only
wow.
There is no command. It's called Compel.
So they basically. My goodness, bro. They're like, hey, before you had like good magic, but you're overcosted. Now we're gonna nerf your magic and we're gonna make it cost more.
You wanted the nerf to magic.
I wanted the nerf to magic. I didn't want the nerf to Gandalf, you know.
This guy wants his cake and to eat it too. He just wants infinite cake. He wants to open up the fridge every time and there be more cake there after he ate it already.
Is there something wrong with that, dude? You know, I bought this model to enjoy. And now I don't even think he's going to be able to be enjoyed. He's going to look.
You still think he's bad? Okay, well let's continue because this is another part that people are saying is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Read Pippin and then we'll read Shadowfax.
If Gandalf is upgraded to take Pippin, the Pippin will be treated as a passenger on Shadowfax. Pippin uses the Peregrine Took Guard of the Citadel profile and will always be counted as an independent hero in this instance. Pippin still counts as a model towards an army's total number of models and breakpoint, though will not take up a space in Gandalf's warband. Ooh, that's interesting. Whilst Pippin is mounted on Shadowfax, Gandalf gains the resistance to magic special rule and may re-roll to wound rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes, and can spend Pippin's might, will, and fate as if they were his own. So we don't know Pippin's profile.
No.
People are saying they think it's going to be 1 might, 1 fate, 1 will. So it's basically a 4-7-4 Gandalf.
His old profile was 1 might, 1 will, 2 fate.
Oh, 2 fate.
Yeah, 2 fate. So he might get 2 fate.
So Gandalf is going to have 5 fate that he can re-roll, and you're going to tell me that he is bad. You're going to be like unusable.
Yes.
Unusable garbage.
Well, can you, if he calls heroic defense with the passenger rules, will Pippin also gain and like his horse gain from the defense?
No. Well, unless they changed it.
They should. If defense gets good, you know, if defense is good like that, I think it'll be really good. Because imagine just calling the defense and then just like burning into a mass of people, you know, that surround you, call defense, and then you just you have 5 fate, you know.
5 fate is wild.
Yeah.
5 fate is insane.
Can you use fate on your mount? No, he doesn't have Horse Lord, right?
Correct. He does not have Horse Lord.
Oh,
I don't see any special rules on Gandalf, actually, which is weird. Anyways, so Shadowfax is the other thing. So he is a special mount. He moves 12 inches. Fight value of 3. Shoot value of 6+. Strength of 4. Defense of 5, attacks 0, wounds 1, courage of 5+, and intelligence of 5+. So he is also smarter than a warrior of Minas Tirith.
Wow, these warriors are really dumb, bro.
I mean, at least he's like a horse god, basically. He's a horse. He is faction Sea Riders.
He's a wizard. Mount. I mean, no, he's a fellowship. He's a
fellowship. Nah, he doesn't ever meet Frodo. Well, later on. Special rules, Lord of the Miras. So, whilst mounted upon Shadowfax, whenever Gandalf makes a jump, leap, or swim test, he may roll 2 dice and pick the highest. Additionally, Shadowfax will only have his movement when moving through difficult terrain rather than quartering it. Additionally, he has 2 will of his own and 1 fate. So, with Pippin, if you try to Black Dart Shadowfax, he will get 1 free plus 2 if he chooses. And
Okay.
it's only a D. It's only
You
a
get it.
strength. It's only a strength 6, so it's only going to wound him on 4s, not 3s.
Dude, they should have. They should have. They should have given Gandalf horse lord. That lets you roll fate for your horse, right?
Yeah, but I think this is plenty. I think Gandalf will be fine.
Oh, it's not enough, bro. He's 250 points to take him kitted out.
Okay. Yes.
250. I guess everything's getting more expensive.
Take the okay. So in some of the lists we're going to see, to take the Witch King in them, you're going to have to pay 245.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yo, what is
because
that?
it's set. It's a set amount. We're going to look at it.
Mhm.
Just
Well, I honestly think that is a good change because I honestly think the Witch King was a problem that you can take him at any points level. You know, I think that is a good change, but I don't think he needs to be 240 points. You know, take.
well, he's on a fell beast, armored fell beast.
Yeah,
armored fell
I,
beast.
I think it's because you have to take the armored fell beast. I don't think forcing people to take the armored fell beast. I don't think that was the right choice.
Well, we'll talk about it when we get there. So we're done with Gandalf. I think the changes are good. I'm going to give it 2 rat slops for Tevildo's Kitchen. We're eating good tonight.
Yeah, giving it 2.
Not quite everything I wanted, but you know, we're not starving.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think we should do a 5 rat system, you know?
Okay.
Because I feel like it's either 1 is bad, 2 is neutral, and 3 is good, you know? And we at least need to do 5 rats, you know?
Move up to 5 rats. All right.
We gotta move up to 5 rats, you know? Being a 5 rat is more substantial, you know, than being 3 rats.
It's true. For us mouse or cats here in Tevildo's Kitchen, we got to get some rats. So here's the next page of the spoilers, and it is the Fellowship. Hooray! Huge, massive. And so it has Gandalf the Grey, who we don't know. He probably gets an extra attack. I don't know if they buffed him. We'll see. He wasn't as much of an issue, I don't think. But we have Gandalf the Grey, hero of legend, hero of valor. We have Aragorn, Strider with a bow option, which is now 8 points.
No, it's still 5. Still 5.
Oh, I just can't read.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think they ever do like such weird numbers like that. It's like 5 or 10, you know.
No, I just can't. I'm losing my sight. I need glasses or something. Or is it just this picture's bad? I think it's both.
No, it's good on my end.
Oh gosh,
it's good on my end. Yeah, you need glasses, man.
Anyways, Legolas Greenleaf 100 points, Gimli 100 points, Boz 95 points, 20 for a horse, 5 for a shield. That's all the same.
It's interesting that he gets to have the horse and no one else gets to have a horse. I don't know.
I think it's because in the theatrical cut of the movie, you see him ride in on the horse, but you also see Legolas ride on the horse.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm amazed, you know.
Well, we'll get to Megalus in a minute. Legolas has been upgraded again. Anyways, then we have Frodo, who can take the Mithril Coat and Sting. He obviously has to have the One Ring, I think. And Samwise Gamgee.
Did they buff like Frodo's like points? Because I feel like 15 points for Mithril Coat, I think that's too low.
That's what it's always been.
Oh, he's now 60. Mithril, 15. Sting, he's 5 points less.
He's always been 60.
He is 5 points less.
Is he 55? I can't see it.
He is 55, yes. Okay, he is 55, so then he becomes 70, 75 if he takes both of the attachments. So he's 5 points less.
Okay, interesting. Put more Frodos on the field. So long as Frodo is alive, this is the special rules here. They also deploy as a single warband, so that sucks still. So long as Frodo's alive in the battlefield, friendly Fellowship models gain the Fearless special ability. Additionally, the Fellowship army can never be considered broken while Frodo is alive, even if he escapes the battlefield in scenarios where this applies. Then we have the bonds of the Fellowship. Friendly models within 3 inches of friendly Fellowship models may reroll a single failed to wound roll when making dice. When making strikes. What the fuck am I saying? Traverse the wilderness. Friendly Fellowship models gain the Woodland Creature and Mountain Dweller special rules. So really what we added here were two things. Because the first part, You Have My Sword, was their old army bonus. So basically now the Fellowship gets 2 more special rules. Frodo's 5 points cheaper.
Boromir gets a horse.
And Boromir gets the option of a horse, which is going to be really weird, but it's...
Well, I guess if you took regular Fellowship, because the Legendary Legion is breaking the Fellowship.
Yeah, but you don't get Gandalf. So, and you don't get these two, which was what I'm talking about. So friendly models being able to re-roll failed to wounds when making strikes is pretty massive. If you get Boromir and Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli next to each other, they're never gonna not kill.
Yeah, dude. The what's it called? But you lose horses on everyone in the regular in this legend. In the regular one, you know.
Well, you can't take them in Breaking the Fellowship either. So.
Oh, you can't. But you in Breaking the Fellowship, you can't take Gandalf. You know. So
true, but we'll get to the change on that in just a second. The other thing is Woodland Creature and Mountain Dweller are okay, but very situational.
Yeah, and then it's very situational. You can also talk to your opponent beforehand to make the terrain more even. So that's in favor of one army more. So very situational.
Yeah, very situational. So all right, let's continue. It's wild though, because Bill the Pony, Merry, Pippin, we didn't read those, but Merry and Pippin are in there still. They're still 10 points. I bet they're still garbage.
Yeah.
And then Bill the Pony is there 25, but Bill now has Mountain Dweller, so he's gonna be able to climb really well as a horse. It's really gonna be weird, but oh well.
Oh, he's a kind of like a pack mule, dude. So
he can climb.
I don't know.
He's got that like mountain goat climbing.
He's a pony. So ponies I would imagine better at climbing than what is it called? Than a full grown horse. So yeah.
Is that better? Can you see it better now? Because yes. I can definitely see it better now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wake up my wife to ask horse facts. So if a pony is a better climber than
that's a good question.
Than a regular horse, but she's asleep right now.
Don't wake her up. That'll just make her mad.
Yeah,
we don't want to not be able to stream again. Anyway, so here's the Shire. Shire has Gandalf the Grey with a cart.
Oh wait, did we rate this? What are we gonna rate?
Are we gonna rate it? Oh yeah, we gotta rate. I would say I would put it at.
I don't know.
See, the problem
I'm not doing the math, so I don't know how many points all this is.
I'm gonna give it.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
3 rats. Yeah, I was gonna say
3 rats.
The
3 rats out of 5.
Yeah, 3 rats out of 5. The issue is they still have to deploy as one war band. So I don't know. There's some instances where you don't want that to happen, where you can just deploy and be in a bad spot. Like, it's not great.
It's good if Maelstrom is not. I mean, it's good if Maelstrom is still in the pool, But
right,
it's
but
not
domination. Like if they put their 2 back, you have to deploy just in one spot. I mean, I guess you have Boromir the horse. The other thing is, it's still low. We don't know if any of these. There's nothing about these that say dominant anything, so they're only going to count as 1. It's still objective issues, things like that. People are probably just never going to take Merry and Pippin as usual. It's got these are interesting upgrades here. You know, Bond of the
No.
Fellowship, Traverse the Wilderness, but I don't think they're quite enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 3.
Yeah. It's the fellowship problem, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well,
there
it's like,
you can't solve it. It's either so good that it's oppressive and you can't play against, or it's garbage and
yeah,
you know it's
it's
just a
either
meme nest.
Vanquishers or it's nothing. Like,
Yeah.
which we haven't seen Armies of the
Yeah.
Hobbit, thank goodness.
Yeah.
So
Not the Shire,
I
dude.
think we agree there. 3 rats. So the Shire, yeah, the Shire, Gandalf the Grey.
This looks like ass. You know, just go quick over this because this one looks
Okay,
like complete
I'll go
ass. I
quick.
don't even think it's worth our time going over
All
this
right,
one.
170. The cart, he does have that, and he does get to have an extra rule with that. So I do want to talk about that. Then we have Bilbo Baggins, Aging Hobbit. I have that model. I need to paint it. I guess he has the ring here. He's only 45 points. Mithril Coat, Sting, all that. Frodo, Sam, Gaffer, Gamgee, Farmer Maggot. You have Merry, Pippin, Rosie Cotton, and Lobelia Sackville Baggins. And I don't know what changes are there to their models, but last I looked, Lobelia could do no damage, which is that's it. There's no warriors. It's just heroes. Additional rules when writing an army list. If the army contains only hero models, the player can either have models in a single warband or as multiple smaller warbands as normal. So that...
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't give that to the Fellowship. But,
Right, exactly. Then
oh
we have
well.
Bilbo's magic ring. Bilbo carries the one ring instead of Frodo. Then we have This Will Be a Night to Remember. Friendly models may reroll failed courage tests. Additionally, friendly models cannot have their courage tests reduced by the special rules or magical powers of enemy models. So no Harbinger against the Shire. Which, I mean, it's not a good list. Anyways, friendly models may benefit from Gandalf's stand fast. Additionally, Gandalf may use 2 fireworks each shoot phase rather than 1, though they must be a different firework and must target different models. So we don't know what the different fireworks are yet. I think in the last edition it was a strength 2 hit, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the start of every friendly shoot, select a single enemy model within 6 inches of the cart and roll a d6. On a 4+, the model suffers 1 strength 2 hit.
Yeah, that's
So it's saying 2 different firework. It must
target
do
different
models.
things. Yeah, maybe the smog one does more damage. I don't know.
So they must be different. Oh, so they must be different fireworks. So they probably have a whole list of fireworks you can do.
Yeah, when we see Gandalf the Grey's list, let's kid out cool. Gandalf the Grey. Like, seriously, make Gandalf the Grey OG. That guy is an OG. I know there's lots of white fans out there, but Gandalf the Grey, legend. Anyways, last thing, a long expected party. Friendly models will pass a fate roll on +3 rather than 4+. Additionally, friendly models may re-roll failed fate roll, so everyone gets an elven ring.
It's pretty good.
Except there's just no damage. There's literally
I know.
No
like
damage.
That's the only that looks like the only good ability. You know that dragon firework's gonna have to pull its weight, bro.
They can live. They have resistance to magic, to everything. They're not affected by courage. They're not going to run away, but they're just not going to kill anything.
Bro, those fireworks are gonna do so much work, man.
Maggot is gonna have to lift this entire list on his shoulders. Maggot and Gandalf, basically. But anyways, so yeah, that about wraps up the Shire. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll give it 2 rats. I'm
gonna give this 1 rat, dude. This is garbage. This is like I don't even know why they made this list.
Yeah, it's.
Like if you could take like the hobbits, you know, some of the hobbits. I don't understand why this has to be all heroes. Why you can't take
why
some
isn't
hobbits
there,
with it?
Where's Fredegar Bolger, right?
Yeah.
Where's Proudfoot? Where is the other Sackville?
Well, you know, like the Shire base units that you could take. You know,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Just Hobbit Militia, I think it was called.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say reconsidering it, because you can only get a max of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 models total. You have 1 more than the Fellowship, and almost all of them are hobbits. That is a 1 rat. That is a 1 rat.
I think it's probably like 600 points. I'm not doing the math, but this is probably like around like 600 points or something.
600? 600? No. No, this is like a 300 point list. 300.
No, this 400. Is like Gandalf is like around like 200. 250, 300, 350, 400, 450. It's like a 500 list. It's around 500 points.
That's
Someone
wild.
else in chat can do the math for us, but it's probably around 500 points. The max we can take.
180.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm doing it.
one rat, dude. One
Yeah,
rat.
one rat.
One rat, dude. This is garbage. I don't even know why they decided why someone had to go and write this list.
Yeah,
Someone
it's
had to
kind of an
go out of their
insult.
way to like play test this list and write it, bro.
It's not great. All right, well, let's go on to one that's a lot spicier, one that will deserve many more rats than one, and that is the Road to Rivendell list. So,
Uh-huh.
not quite the Fellowship yet. They haven't actually, met up the Fellowship. This is just them getting to Rivendell, which is one of my favorite parts of the books, anyways. So it goes Hero of Legend, Aragorn, as he should be. And he is 165 points for a bow. Then we have Frodo Baggins again, 55 with 15 for the mithril coat, which makes no sense because he shouldn't have it right now. And 5 points for Sting, which makes no sense because he shouldn't have that right now. Then we have Samwise Gamgee, Arwen, who has to have Asphaleth and Hadafang. And then we have our minor heroes, Barlam and Butterbur, and independent heroes, Merry and Pippin, Bill the Pony, and Harry Goatleaf. Then we have some additional rules. A Road to Rivendell list must include Frodo, and when writing it, it can have all models in a single warband or multiple smaller warbands. Wow, great. Then we have this. We do not stop till nightfall. Aragorn may declare a heroic march each turn for free. Additionally, friendly models that begin their activation within 6 inches of Aragorn gain the woodland creature special rule until the end of the turn. That kind of sucks, though, because if he calls a march, then he goes first. He marches away, and then they don't get the woodland creature. I mean, unless he stays within 6. I guess that's what he has to do.
Friendly models that begin their activation within 6 inches.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He has to move first, right?
What? Aragorn may declare a heroic march each turn for free. So he has to activate.
So he'll move 9, but if he wants to move the full 9, they don't get the woodland creature.
Additionally, friendly models that begin their activation, so they haven't even activated yet, within 6 inches of Aragorn gain the woodland creature special rule until end of turn. So that's just like a separate part,
It happens no matter what, even if he doesn't call a march.
Yeah.
And then I'm the faster rider, I'll take him. If your army includes both Frodo and Arwen, then Frodo may begin the game as a passenger upon Asphaleth. Whilst Frodo is mounted, Arwen gains resistance to magic, increases her attack characteristic to 3, and can spend Frodo's might, will, and fate points as if they were her own. Frodo cannot put the One Ring on whilst he is a passenger. That is spicy. That is so spicy. That's a few rats in the bucket right there. Arwen getting 4 attacks on the charge.
Yeah, like
she's gonna be like fight 7 too. She's gonna be fight 6 or fight 7. She's
like going over these lists with you, dude. I think like the low points game, it's just gonna be a bunch of lists like this. Like you're just gonna because they're really buffing them. So it's just gonna be like it's gonna be
only
like
90. She's only 90 points.
Yeah, people are gonna play like lists like this, and they're gonna bring the shower list, dude. For the low point games.
And she has magic.
Yeah, she does have magic.
Anyway, so let's continue. If you want to come and claim him, whilst she is within 6 inches of Frodo, Arwen gains the Fearless special rule, huge, and may re-roll when making casting dice.
Wow. I wonder what magic she's going to get.
Arwen, buff Arwen, which is fine. I have Arwen's model. I am down with this. It's my wife's favorite character, so we're all good. The Cover of Night is the last special rule at the start of each game. Using this army list, you may choose for the scenario to take place at night if you wish. If you do, then at the start of each move phase, you may choose whether or not the Gatekeeper of Breeze, a Light in the Dark special rule is in effect or not. I don't know what that rule is.
Yeah, we don't know what that is, but it sounds spicy. It sounds like
I'm
it's
giving
either
this
bad
five.
or
This
really
is a
good.
5 rat. This is a five
Yeah,
rat
this
low list because you can
this
just take
mhm.
Aragorn because you don't have to actually. You could just take Arwen and Frodo and Aragorn,
Yeah.
and then
You
they
might
have
as
to
well
kill one of you.
take Samwise Gamgee. He probably gets like
Free heroics. I don't know
the
if it's
free
worth.
heroics,
Well,
and then get the gatekeeper agree.
yeah, for
Well,
his
like
special rule.
how does the
Oh
free heroics
wait.
one?
Bill the Pony refreshes Hobbit's might, will, or fate
Yeah,
on a roll. So you
yeah.
could have Arwen
Well, we don't
using
know if.
Asphaleth that's 12
Mhm,
inches and just go
mhm.
back and forth to Bill the Pony and refresh your might.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
We don't know
insane.
if Bill the Pony will still do that, but
Yeah, we don't know, but
this
that
how does
is
Samwise
wild.
Gamgee heroic? If Frodo is engaged in a fight within 6 inches, may call heroic without using might. If the heroic combat is succeed, then
The
Sam must use
problem
the
is
following moves to
I
do it.
don't think you want to take Sam because he's
Yeah.
slow. He's only 4 inch movement. He's not going to be able to
Well,
be within
hey,
Frodo that much. He doesn't do
we
any
actually
damage.
don't know if
Oh
they're
my
gonna
god.
buff
Yeah,
him to
that's
five
right. That's
movement.
right. You heard
So
it here first, folks. You heard it
they
here
might
first.
well because it's why
Dwarves are getting 6 inches.
no okay that is a meme, but like watch they actually do. But
The map is
honestly,
moved the next.
I can totally see Hobbits getting 5 inches. I don't know why you would keep a map at 4 inches. It's kind of stupid.
All right, we got to move on. This is spicy. 5 rats. I'm
Yeah.
giving it.
Yeah,
Five
I'm in
rats
at
for
five
low
rats.
level. Yeah.
I'm in at 5 rats for low level because they're just R1, really carrying the list.
It's wild.
I think the passenger, whatever it's called, rule is like really busted. Being able to like use each other's
It's only a few models
bait and
though.
stuff. Yeah, but
It's
I
just those
always thought
models
those
will
few
be everywhere
models
now.
were well
All right,
costed,
Tomas, we gotta
and
move on. We gotta.
okay,
5 rats, moving on. So
yeah.
here is the breaking of the fellowship. Because we are on page 7 of 49.
How long are we into this cast? 47 minutes.
We
Holy
gotta
shit,
hurry
dude.
up. All right, so
Yeah.
this is breaking the fellowship. It has Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, Haldir. That's an interesting thing. Frodo and Sam, Merry and Pippin, and you can take Lothlorien warriors, but only in Haldir's warband. All fellowship models must be in Aragorn's warband. So you basically can have 2, but it's kind of wild because now you can take warriors in Breaking of the Fellowship, which does
Yeah.
make it significantly better in a
Yep.
lot of
Mm-hmm.
scenarios. Gifts of Galadriel. Frodo has the Light of Erindil at the start of each turn. He may cast on a d6. He has Blinding Light, basically. Elven Rope works kind of the same way. Merry and Pippin, same thing. Aragorn, he has an Uruk-hai Bane weapon now. Legolas has the same bow. Let's see. He may reroll failed to hit rolls when making shooting attacks within 3 inches of a Lothlorien model. Gimli has the reroll single dice. May use this warrior thing. Yeah, so it's the same. And then Boromir's golden belt. He gains the woodland creature special rule. You have my sword. It's the same thing as before in the Fellowship. Then you have the blessings of Galadriel. Everyone counts as if they're cast fortify. They've been cast on fortify spirit magical power, even if they have no will points remaining.
Which is a nerf because they
It's
only
a
get
nerf.
to
It's only
one
one.
dice.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
don't even know. We
So
don't know what resistance to magic does right now.
what
It's a big
we
thing.
don't.
It's a
We
big
really
thing.
don't. So we didn't think it just does like you just
We don't know
roll to
what it does.
resist.
We haven't seen the special rules yet.
All right.
And last thing
Friendly
is
near mod-
friendly models gain elven cloaks for free, which is good, especially for Legolas and
Mhm.
Haldir in this case too.
What is they getting the stock on scene and what is the stock on scene roll? What does that
means
do exactly?
in our current edition, it is where they can't be shot by arrows or targeted by magic unless you're within 6 inches of them.
Oh, really? Okay,
I mean,
that's really good.
if they're like behind
Like
cover at
obscured.
all, they have to be like they can just be a tiny bit obscured and it'll count.
Hey, if you're obscured by your own men, does that count?
No, it has to be terrain.
Terrain. I'm gonna give this 5 rats, bro, because now you can take warriors. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
And you can also take a banner. You do lose the thing where all fellowship members give a banner to each other. That was the old rule for it. But
Well,
yeah,
people didn't take it,
being able
so
to take a few Lothlorien warriors here and there is pretty big. They're wood elves. Are they wood elves? Yeah, they're wood elves. So that is one thing to consider. They're not very high defense, but they would be able to like spread out and take objectives and things that normally the Breaking of the Fellowship struggles with. I'm going to give this 4 rats.
I'm gonna give it 5. I'm just gonna give 5 for each.
5. All right. There we go. Put that in the chat. Put 4, 5 in the chat. Do we have a rat emoji? Is that a thing? Anyways, I'm going to continue while Tomas is going to put the 5 rats in the chat.
What do you mean? This is 5 rats? I thought it was 5 rats.
Kingdom of Rohan is next, and this is prior to the events of the Burning of the Westfold. So we have Theoden, King of Rohan, Snowmane with armor, Snowmane. Oh, I guess you can take one of those. Exchange armor for heavy armor and a shield. Those are his options. Hero of Valor, Theodred, Prince of Rohan, and Eomer, Marshal of the Riddermark. Theodred can take Brego and a shield. Eomer can take Firefoot with armor. I'm guessing that's his horse. Firefoot, shield, and throwing spears. Then we have Heroes of Fortitude, Hama, Captain of Rohan, Gambling, Captain of Rohan. He gets the Royal Standard still. If it does the same thing, it's pretty good. Horse, Captain of Rohan, he can have a horse, exchange armor for heavy armor, or a shield. Then, for our minor heroes, we have Eowyn, Shield, Maiden of Rohan. She can take a horse, armor, shield, and throwing spears. Then we have warriors. We just have Warriors of Rohan with a Warhorn, shield, and throwing spears is one option for 25. Is that 25?
No, that's 28.
That is 28. Okay. I'm not tripping out that time.
Oh, because shield and throwing spears 3 points. So yeah,
gotcha.
That's up.
Banner. I see. Throwing spears are 2 points on warriors. Yep. Banner and shield and throwing spears. That would be 3 points. Bow and shield. I think you can probably only take one of those.
Yeah, you can only take one of these.
Then we have Rider of Rohan, which is 14 points. Riders can take a banner or throwing spear. Then we have Rohan Royal Guard. They can take a horse and throwing spears, just a horse, or just throwing spears. Yeah, you can only take one of those.
13 points for the horse and it's going to be 18 points for the horse and throwing spear for Rohan Royal Guard. I never played Rohan, but read the abilities and then we'll rate this.
So here's the abilities. Riders of Rohan do not count towards the army's bow limit, so you could have a lot of bows potentially. Ride for Ruin in the World's Ending. Friendly Rohan Cavalry, +1 to strength on the charge. So that's basically their old army bonus. When rolling for their Horse Lord special rule, friendly models will pass the roll on a natural 5 rather than a natural 6.
Oh, so they're nerfing Horse Lord?
I don't know. It doesn't
Wasn't Horse Lord you use?
That is what it was. You could use your fate.
Your fate?
Right? You could use your fate for it.
So friendly models pass. So you probably can't use the fate, and so you probably. So now it's just like no fate. You just like on the 5+, your horse is saved.
It might be. It might just be a fury save, basic thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know how it works.
Well,
so in that case, I do having Theodred and Theoden and Eomer in the same list is pretty strong.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this 5 rats.
I'm giving it 4. I'm giving it
5 rats because if you compare this to some other like list, this one has substance to it, has a lot of options, So I'm giving it 5 rats.
Low model count, but other than that, Kingdom of Rohan, I don't know if it's going to have the glorious charge effect though. You don't get free heroics on all your cats in this one, so that's one thing to consider. I'll say 4 rats. Let's continue. So then we have the Road to Helm's Deep army list, and this includes Theoden, as the hero of legend: Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Hama, Gamling, Captain of Rohan, Rider of Rohan, and Rohan Royal Guard.
But Aragorn finally gets to take Brego in this list.
Yep, it's for the first time he can take Brego. Obviously, Theodred had to die first before he could take Brego. The army list must always contain Theoden, who's the army's general. So we no longer have leaders. We have generals, obviously. Riders of Rohan do not count towards the army's bow limit. They have the same +1 strength. And this is basically the Legolas list, and this is why. Legolas and Gimli. If your army contains both Legolas and Gimli, then Gimli will start the game as a passenger on Legolas's horse, and will use the rules for passengers. Whilst Gimli is mounted on Legolas's horse, Legolas increases his attacks to 3, and may use Gimli's might, will, and fate as his own, though he cannot use Gimli's might to improve his hit, to wound, or in the way when making shooting attacks. Additionally, if Gimli dismounts from Legolas during Legolas's move, after Legolas's activation is finished, Gimli may activate as normal, even though the rules for passengers would normally not allow him to.
So you can just slingshot your Gimli into a high value target. So what on a horse?
That's
horse
a 15 movement for Gimli.
Yeah. Actually, no, bro. It's gonna be 16. Dwarves gonna get buffed. Gonna get moved to,
that's right. Dwarves move 6, so it's actually gonna be 16. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can do that after you're done just wrecking shop with Legolas's 4 attacks on the charge, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild. Legolas is back, boys. He's so back. We're gonna see so many Legolases.
Yeah. I think this one's looking good too.
Are you just giving him 1 or 5? Are you a 1 or 5 rat kind of guy? Is that what we're looking at?
No, what was at the end? We forgot the last one.
Oh, let's look at this. This is even more wild. All right, so at the end of a friendly infantry hero's models move, with the exception of Gimli, if they are in base contact with a friendly cavalry warrior model who's not engaged in combat, then the warrior may give the hero their horse, replace the warrior model with a suitable dismount, and replace the hero with the mounted version of them. The warrior will be placed in the same place the hero was, and vice versa. If the hero would normally have a named horse, then they will only count as riding a standard horse after using this rule.
This is nice, you know, because sometimes it sucks getting your horse, you know, just like shot from under you, and now you get to, you know, it's like, hey, I can put horses on my other guys, and you know, I get to still be a formidable combat. So like now, sniping horses.
It's not well, just in this list. This is a special rule for this one list. So it's just, not everywhere, which is good. There was a rumor I heard earlier it was going to be everywhere. I was like, I don't know about that.
Like honestly, it makes sense, bro. Like people can switch horses. Why does it have to be a special rule? You know,
we just don't see it happen in the movies.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this 5 rats, dude. 5 rats.
I will actually. I'm also giving this one 5 rats.
Because honestly, dude, taking into account to other armies that you see, this list has substance to it. You know, it has good special rules, it has good characters, and it has an abundance
for sure.
It also has an abundance of options. Because if you're looking at some of them later down the line, they barely have any options. The special rules suck, you know, and the heroes and the warriors suck. So honestly, we got a good criteria for these lists. Is like, are the special rules good?
The Rohan lists are solid. The Rohan lists are really solid.
Do they have access to warriors? You know, do they have access to a good amount of heroes? And are their heroes good? You know.
Yeah, those are the criteria. So we would say 5 rats consensus on this one.
5 rats on this one. You know, we don't know if it's actually good, but based on that criteria, this one looks good. You know.
All right, you go ahead and read this next one for us. I need to go get some water real quick.
Got you. So we got the Defenders of Helm Deep. We got Theoden, King of Rohan with heavy armor. These don't look to be on mounts because they're defending Helm's Deep. We got Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Hadril, Gamling, Captain of Rohan, Galadriel Captain, Albor, Aleph. Then we got Warrior, Rohan Royal Guard, Galadriel Warrior. Additional rules. A defender of Helm's Deep army must include Theoden King Rohan, who is always the army's general. Only a maximum of 33% of the models in the army may have the Lothlorien keyword, so only a third of them can be Lothlorien. Special rules. Allies till the end. Haladriel treats both Aragorn and Theoden as a banner with a range of 6 inches. Additionally, whilst within 6 inches of either Aragorn or Theoden, Haladriel automatically passes all courage tests and may reroll failed to wound rolls when making strikes. Haldir is the little kid. Who's Haldir?
All right.
Oh no, Haldir is the elf guy.
Something to drink.
The elf guy. So that's pretty good. Fall back to the keep. If this army is broken, friendly warrior models gain a bonus to +1 to any courage test they're required to take. Additionally, if this army is broken, friendly warrior models within 6 inches of them may reroll failed courage test. Guess that's okay. Give them a volley. Friendly models increase the range of their shooting attacks by 6 inches, provided they have not moved that turn. This special rule does not apply to throwing weapons. Was this 6 inches in the last?
This was not a rule, I don't think. This is new, so
let me check. Just double check real quick. I feel like it was.
I only played against this list once.
Yeah, me too. Actually, no, I haven't played against it. Give them a friendly increase. No, still the exact same thing that they had before.
Okay.
It's the exact same. Yeah, I think this is kind of samey from the last one. I don't know. There's nothing in this list that really wows me. I know people played this one. I think it just basically buffs that special ability to give Haldir just becomes kind of supercharged when the army is broken. Yeah, and then the other two abilities are the same from the regular legendary legion. This one's it's kind of boring. I'm gonna give this three rats.
I would.
Because nothing's really changed, and it's just the exact same thing as the other one. You know,
it works. It's worked. It hasn't really been broken.
Yeah.
It's a basic. It's a shooting list mostly. They just want to stand back and shoot with their elf bows that have 30 range. That's pretty much what you do with this list. I don't imagine taking all the heroes is going to be pretty common. I'm going to say that that's probably going to be uncommon. A lot of people are probably going to take maybe Theoden, Haldir, first two picks.
You're gonna have to take Haldir because he gets supercharged.
Oh yeah, so, you're gonna take,
and you have to take Theoden.
You have to take Haldir also if you want elves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it looks like something like that would be in play. Maybe you can make something work.
Does Nicholas have the Lothlorien keyword?
No.
Okay.
He is not from Lothlorien, so.
Okay, just want to double check. Let's just move on to the next then.
Let's move on. 3 rats each. This is a ride-out army. This is the end of Helm's Deep, the Battle of Helm's Deep, when they decide to ride out. And it consists of Theoden, Aragorn with Legolas and armor and a horse. Everyone's on a horse, actually. And Gamling, captain of Rohan, rider of Rohan, and Royal Guard is pretty basic. A ride-out army must contain Theoden. Riders of Rohan do not count against the army's bow limit. Now for Wrath, now for Ruin. When a friendly cavalry model moves, it must charge if able. Additionally, on a turn in which a friendly cavalry model charges, they gain a bonus of +1 and may reroll any ones during a dual roll that turn. Interesting. Then the Horn of Helm Hammerhand shall sound in the deep one last time, once per game. At the start of a move phase, you can declare you are using this special rule until the end of the turn. Friendly cavalry models gain the Terror special rule. And last, for Death and Glory, friendly models are fearless. Huge.
Mm-hmm.
Fearless, become
Yep.
fearful,
Mm-hmm.
and they get +1 strength. I'm giving this a 5 rat. I like it a lot.
You
I
like
think
it?
it's really, I think it's cool. I think it's thematic.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm giving it a 3. I don't know. It's not. I don't like the all cav armies. I think they're just held back by being all cav.
so you're telling me you were thinking Kingdom of Rohan for not all cav?
I know, but I didn't think it was good before. I don't think it's good now. So
I see.
I don't have to step away. You can go to the next one. So I'm giving this what I give this 3 rats.
You gave it 3, so I guess 4
Yeah.
average on that.
Mhm.
All right, so Riders of Eomer. So Eomer, Marshal of the Riddermark with a shield and Firefoot and armor. We have Gandalf the White with Shadowfax, no Pippin. We have Captain of Rohan with horse, and we have Riders of Rohan. No Royal Guard here. These are just regular riders. It must include Eomer, and they riders don't count against bow limit. It's the same for pretty much all these Rohan lists. Look to the Sun is the first special rule, and once per game at the start of the friendly activation phase, Gandalf can use the special rule so long as he is alive and on the battlefield. If he does, then until the end of the turn, enemy models engaged in combat with a friendly cavalry model that made a charge that turn, or supporting a combat against a friendly cavalry model that made a charge that turn, suffers a -1 penalty to their duel roll. So that's interesting because that's just actually no, is that the same thing? That's the same thing as what we had last time.
What happened? But you can change.
That's the same rule. Then we have Ride for Ruin in the World's Ending. They get +1 strength. Same. To the King, Eomer may declare a heroic combat each turn for free. For free, I say. That's spicy.
Yeah.
So basically, this is just a Riders of Eomer buff because Gandalf is buff, first of all. And To the King now allows him to declare heroic combats for free. So that's also big. We like this list. I'm giving this 4 rats.
Giving it 3.
All cav. We're not fans of all cav.
No, I think all cav is bad. It might be good this edition, but I think all cav armies are bad.
All right, here's the army of Edoras. I'll let you go ahead and read it for us.
So this is from the War of the Rohirrim, because we got Helm Hammerhand, King of Rohan, take horse. Halif, Prince of Rohan, can take horse. Hama can take a horse. Freylaf, First Marshal of the Rivermark, can take a horse and a bow. Hera, daughter of Helm. Olwen, Shield Maiden of Rohan, Captain of Rohan, Leaf, Page of Helm, can take a horse. Warrior of Rohan, Rider of Rohan, and Rohan Royal Guard. So, additional rules: Riders of Rohan do not count towards the army's bow limits. 4 Aerolingus, dude. 4 Aerolingus. Once per game, at the start of any fight phase, your general may use a special rule if they charge in the preceding mood phase. If they do, then until the end of the turn, friendly Rohan models within 12 of your general must reroll all failed to wound rolls while making strikes. All failed to wound friendly Rohan models must reroll all failed to wound rolls while making strikes. This is super good. Oh, but it's once per game. I thought this was every time. It's good, but it's still really good.
That's why I said it's Time of the Orc. Time of the Orc does the same thing, except I don't think it's 12 inches. I think it's bigger. But anyways,
12 inches. Protect the King. When the friendly Rohan hero charges until the end of the turn, friendly Rohan warrior models within 6 of them will automatically pass all courage tests they are required to make for charging an enemy with the terror special rule.
It's interesting that they have that phrase at the end.
Why did they say that? Yeah.
I think it's because it wouldn't count if someone casts Instill Fear on them, which is interesting because now it's just not like an auto pass for some things. This is cool. I like this.
Yeah. You know, I like it
Hera,
too. Has substance, has substance, good heroes. Has warriors, good special rules. I'm gonna give this a 5 rats, and this is gonna be the new models.
this is a 5
So
rat. Oh, I see
this is
why.
the
Yeah,
five.
yeah.
These are the new models, so you know they're definitely gonna be good because they have to sell. You know,
Yeah, I just
Why
that's
would
the
they
other
make
thing
bad
is
models?
we
You know,
know so little about all of these profiles, so
except that they're going to
I'll give
be
it.
good.
Yeah, we
You
do
know,
know they're going to be good. So
they're
yeah,
going to be good because
I'll
they're
go ahead and
coming out
throw
now.
5 rats down. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be really good for so they can sell more toys.
Yep.
Let's continue. So defenders of the Hornburg. Here we have Hera, the Bride of Death, with a
Mm-hmm.
shield. Interesting moniker there. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have Helm Hammerhand, Wraith of the Hornburg. Those are both heroes of legend. Interesting. Then we have heroes of Fortitude, Olwyn, Shield Maiden of Rohan, Captain of Rohan, Leaf, Page of Helm, Warriors of Rohan, and Riders of Rohan. This additional rule, Helm may not include any warrior models in his warband. So basically, he's an independent hero.
Yeah.
Then
Do
we
you
have
remember the model that we saw that he looked like a Santa? You know, that was like barehanded and stuff.
Ooh, this is
And
interesting. Friendly
that's
Rohan
probably
infantry gain dominant 2 special rule. All Rohan infantry get dominant 2 special rule. That's interesting. So the
yeah.
whole list now, that's big, and that's
I
not
know.
even, you can't even turn that off, I guess.
Yeah, you can't. So it's. I think I think dominant is gonna play such a big factor in the games coming in the meta.
Very
That this
likely,
list
yeah.
I think is gonna be really good
We're already
because
leaning towards
imagine,
5 rats, I think.
imagine being on an objective and being 5 models to 5 models, but hey, you actually have 10 models on that objective. Um,
Yeah, well,
you
think
know,
think about this. Like, they have some like big heroes on objectives, and you have like 2 guys, and you're like, well,
yeah,
looks like I take it.
yeah. Yeah, so it's like, oh hey, you sent like
That's
two.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, you sent like a flanking force to take my objective on like the right side. Well, I only have a token force there, but I still technically have more guys than you, so you don't get it. So it's like I think dominant is gonna really shift and this might just because of this dominant too special role, I think it's gonna be really good
This has
because
got to
it's
be a
gonna really
5 rat
alter
already.
it's a 5 rat. It's gonna alter how people play.
Yeah.
So
So then we have a desperate defense. Friendly Rohan infantry models must re-roll natural 1 to wound rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes. And last, Frenzy of the King. At the start of the end phase of a turn in which Helm has killed an enemy hero or monster, enemies within 3 inches must take a courage test in order chosen by Helm's controlling player. If the test is failed, the model must move up to its move value directly away from Helm. I think
it
that's
it, it it might be good. I think well,
it's very
do you have
situational.
any model
I think
must
it's just
take
telling me a little bit about how Instill Fear might work, if that's how
yeah.
Instill Fear works. Um,
Oh, but he
I
has to
don't think
kill
so
an
though.
enemy hero or
Yeah, it's not
monster.
just a warrior.
So it's not just a warrior. So he can probably just run up to the center, kill the hero, and then just get out of jail free card, with that.
Yeah, but it's if they fail the courage test. So, and he doesn't have Harbinger or anything like that. So, I
But
don't know if
like
it's gonna be that. I don't know if it's gonna
some
be that common. But still, I would say it's a 5 rat list. Also, Hera, Bride of Death,
yeah,
120 or 130. She's going to be 130, but she's going to
yeah,
be like fight 7, 3 attacks, 3
mhm,
might,
yeah,
6 might,
mhm,
maybe. Who knows?
yeah. So this is gonna. I think this is gonna be good. I think just the dominant two special rule is just gonna really take it over the
Where is
edge.
she? I don't even see her on here.
Where
I don't see Hera on this picture
she's
here.
all the way at the top. Here's in the pictures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But it's going to be a
Oh
5 rat. There's
yeah,
Helm right there. All right.
yeah.
Let's go to Ministerieth. I'll let you read this.
Now
After all, it is
stuff,
your
dude.
your baby here.
Ministers. So we got Denethor, we have Boromir, Captain of the White Tower. He does not get the banner option. We have Faramir with heavy armor, horse and shield. So this is the armored Faramir, because he has heavy armor. We
Ranger
have
of Gondor, yeah, Captain
yeah,
of Gondor.
Hero Fortitude, Airless, Captain of the Guard. We have Captain Ministerial. We have Warriors of Ministerial. We have Knight of Ministerial. We have Citadel Guard. That the Citadel Guard, they can either take a longbow or a spear, and they'll
A
be capped at
longboard.
9
Sick.
longbow. They'll be capped at 9 points, depending on what they take. And then Guard of the Fountain Court, capped at 10 points. That's interesting because at 11, you give them the shield, as I was saying earlier. You
Maybe
have to
they
give them
didn't
the
go up and
shield.
fight. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. If your army includes Denethor, then he must be your general. Once per game during. Do you think the eyes of the White Tower are blind? Once per game during the priority phase, but before the roll for priority, Denethor can use a special rule so long as he is alive on the battlefield. If he does, Denethor control player automatically wins the roll and choose who has priority for that turn. If both sides have a special rule allowing them to do this, and both wish to use it on the same turn, players roll off as normal. Both special rules count as being used. So this is just the game priority. It's pretty good. Game priority, pretty good ability.
Yeah, it's a
Again,
palantir, right?
yeah,
Basically.
yeah. If your army, and then is there a captain who still has the courage to do his lord's will? If your army
This
includes
is
both
bad.
Faramir and Denethor, then whilst Denethor is alive and on the battlefield, Faramir will automatically pass all courage tests he's required to make.
That's okay.
Additionally, whilst Denethor is alive and on the battlefield, then Faramir, when Faramir moves, he must charge if able to. He is. So this one has to do with with Faramir's charge, the ability for Faramir's charge. While he has the cavalry kill, before Faramir charges, make note of where he begins his action. Until the end of the turn, friendly Gondor cavalry warrior models within 6 inches of where Faramir begins his activation gain the fearless special rule, and if they charge, they gain a +1 to their fight value. So that's pretty good. So you're gonna you're taking all three. You're taking Denethor, Boromir, and Faramir, dude.
This
You're
is a
taking all
fam
three.
list. This is five
Yeah,
rat fam. This is five
yeah.
rat
This
fam,
I
100%.
think I think this one's probably not as strong as some of the Rohan ones, but I think it's still five rats.
No
I don't know.
dominant.
I just think compared to some of the Rohan ones, I think this one is lacking in the ability because it's tying two special rules just to Faramir.
It
Um,
just wants you to take Faramir. It wants you to take the
yeah,
fam, which
yeah.
is solid.
It finally wants you to take Faramir. But you get Citadel Guard, and you get Guard of the Fountain Court, which is good. I'm giving it five rats. Let's move on
Did
to
you
the
notice
next
that
one.
Denethor has gone up in price?
Oh yeah, from 35 to 50. So
Maybe he's not just
maybe
crazy all the time
yeah,
in this
maybe he's not
list.
crazy in this list. Um, well, if you take Boromir, he will not be crazy. It's as soon as Boromir dies, he'll be crazy.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, interesting. Let's move on. There's
Yeah,
Minas Tirith. Solid.
yeah. What is this?
Then we
Garrison?
have Garrison of Athelion. So this is, yeah, this is what you were saying. So this is the combination of Rangers and the Osgiliath defenders.
Because
So we
you
have
get Frodo in this
Faramir,
too.
Captain of Gondor. We have Madril, Damrod, Captain of Minas Tirith, Frodo, Sam, Smeagol, Warriors of Minas Tirith, Knight of Minas Tirith, Ranger of Gondor, and Osgiliath veterans. Very cool. Then we have
Yeah,
a garrison of Athelion list must include Faramir, Captain of Gondor, who's the leader. You may only include Sam if your army includes Frodo. You may only include Smeagol if you have Frodo and Sam. Frodo, Sam, and Smeagol may not lead any warriors in this army.
oh, so you're not. So
You're
it's
not
the same as
required
the
to.
other one. So you're not required to take Frodo, Sam, and
Mm-mm,
Smeagol on this list.
mm-mm. Then captured by Gondor. Oh, wait. Frodo, Sam, and Smeagol. I mean, some of the rules are going to be tied to them, though, it looks like.
Yeah,
Frodo, Sam, and Smeagol may be either deployed as a single warband, with Frodo as the warband's captain, or as part of Faramir's. Faramir's Rangers, a garrison of Ithilien army, has a 50% bow limit rather than a 30%. Experience trackers at start of each game. You may choose either woodland creature or mountain dweller. Friendly Gondor models gain the chosen special rule for the duration of the game.
It's so interesting, bro. Why do they have to make you choose or? Why can't they just make you choose? Give you both, like
They
in
need
some of
both.
their, yeah, just give them both, bro. They fucking why? How do they just forget from one game to the next if they're like know how to climb mountains or know how to travel through a forest?
Who knows? I think at last we understand one another, Frodo Baggins. At the end of the game, when you score additional victory points for each Frodo, Sam, and Smeagol that are still alive or have escaped the battlefield, this can never take your total above the total number of victory points for a scenario above 20.
I think
so. You can get an additional 3 points for taking them. That is actually That's oh man.
But dude, that's a lot of points. It's 80 plus 45 for Sam, so that's 125. And then another 30, so that's 155 for 3 points.
I mean, you don't have to take them all.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You just have to take Frodo and Sam.
Yeah, you might just want to do Frodo and Sam.
I think you're just taking Frodo because he has the ring. And so that's 1 point.
It's just a point that your opponent cannot get a point. Cannot get that point.
But like, a banner is worth.
How many times have you been? How many times have you lost by 1 point, or tied by 1 point?
Yeah, or just tied.
1 point is big.
By 1 point, yeah. So I don't know if it's worth 80. It's worth 80 points.
It's interesting. I'm gonna give this slapping 3 rats. It passes, but it's not anything wild.
I'm gonna give it 4, only because you don't have to take you don't have to take Frodo, Sam, and Smeagol.
Okay, fair. Well, let's continue. Then we have the Reclamation of Osgiliath. This is the list. This is the banner list, and I don't see any Fountain Court. I'm going to let you go ahead and weep over this real quick.
It's a good thing they're going to buff Osgiliath Guard, and they're finally going to make Osgiliath Veterans, and they're finally going to make them good. So we got Boromir. He can take banner. Then we have Faramir. We have Madril. We have Captain Ministerial. We have Warrior Ministerial, Knight Ministerial, Ranger of Gondor, and Osgiliath Bat. A reclamation of good army must include Boromir, Captain of the White Tower, who is always the army's general. Special rules. Remember today, little brother. While Boromir and Faramir are within 3 inches of each other, they may spend each other's might, will, fate points as if they're their own. So, bro, you're basically just you're taking Boromir and Faramir and just throwing Boromir at the biggest problem, and you're just having Faramir stand behind them the whole time. This city was once the jewel of our kingdom. Friendly models gained the Mountain Dweller special rule. Okay? For Gondor, once per game at the start of any fight phase, Boromir can use a special rule so long as he is alive on the battlefield. If he does, friendly Gondor models within 6 inches of Boromir gain a bonus of +1 to wound when making strikes until the end of the turn. This is treated as an active ability belonging to Boromir. So
it can be canceled out with Transfix.
So this is it can be canceled out with Transfix,
but it wouldn't because you wouldn't call it if you were transfixed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because you have to call it at the start of any fight phase. Oh, so okay.
Man,
so at the start of any fight phase.
I really like, and I have a mounted Boromir. I just don't have the banner one. I really like Boromir, Faramir, brother combo, Wombo combo, like focus that it seems like they're doing. It looks so cool.
I'm gonna give this one 5 rats, dude.
We're looking 5 rats here.
Supercharging Boromir with Faramir right behind him. Sounds really good.
And Madril, you're gonna have that on lockdown too. You can't take things like Fountain Court and Irolas and Hurin anymore, so that kind of oppressive nature is gone. But Faramir, no horse though for Faramir. No horse for Faramir. Interesting. I think because of that, and the lack of any magic resistance, I think I'm gonna give this 4 rats. But
I'm giving it 5 because Faramir might be good, and if
yeah, if
he's
they
not,
change Faramir better,
he's just a conduit to make Boromir better.
that's what I mean. But if you put everything in Boromir and he just gets transfixed every turn, then
He probably has wait. Does he not have
he does
resist
not have.
magic?
Why would he?
What the
Have you
fuck
seen?
did
Have
they
you
do
seen the
with
movie?
magic?
Are you for real right now? Are you
Oh
fucking
my
serious
goodness!
right now?
They gave Aragorn resist
The
magic.
one Fellowship member that fails to resist the ring, you're gonna tell me has resistance to magic?
Dude, but he was trying to do the right thing for his
Okay,
people,
all right,
so
all
it's
right, all
it's
right. All
okay if
right.
he fails, bro. He was trying to do the right thing, man.
We got a Boromir apologist. Anyways, let's continue. We are actually on page 18, so hopefully not a 6 a.m. finish. Oh, this one is big, but this one is
This
also
one is
big.
yeah, I'm gonna do this one because this one
I know
is the one
I've
that
seen
the
you quite
community
excited. This one's very cool
always
though.
wanted. This is the one that the community always wanted and what they
I
needed.
wanted it.
So it's atop the wall. So it's the defenders of Minas Tirith, basically. So heroes of legend, Gandalf the White could take Pippin and Shadowfax, and Pippin could be used as can be riding, as a passenger. Then we have Airlance, we have Captain Minas Tirith, and depending here, you can take Pippin. Then we have Warriors Minas Tirith, Knight of Minas Tirith, Citadel Guard, Gondor Battlecry Trebuchet. They nerfed them. They're not 20 points more. Sad day. Sad day. I don't know why they nerfed them. They must be 20 points better now, at least, if they're nerfing the Battlecry Trebuchet. And atop the wall's army must include Gandalf the White, who is always the army's general. Fight to the last man. Friendly Gondor models within 12 inches of Gandalf the White automatically pass any courage test they have to take. This is really good.
That's massive.
Return to your post. Friendly Gondor models within range of objective markers may re-roll to wound rolls of a natural one when making shooting attacks or making strikes. So this one's interesting because how are the new objective scenarios going to be? They're going to have we know they're doing 20 points now, so that means there's probably more objectives. So you can just place your archers, here and there, so they get to roll wounds of natural ones when making shooting
attacks is also
or
really
making strikes.
solid.
Oh, so then
what if you
when
just
you're on
put a
top of
Citadel
the
Guard? What if you just put some Citadel Guard about and they're just they're rolling basically poison arrows, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what you use the Citadel Guard for. You just run them towards the objectives.
Oh, this is fire, though. This is so fire. All right, read the last one.
Send those foul creatures into the abyss. Friendly Gondor models within 12 inches of Gandalf the White gain hatred, Mordor special rule. That's pretty good because Gondor's biggest problem, is wounding stuff. So getting hatred, Mordor.
Oh, I know. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, this is a huge nerf for Mordor factions.
For what?
Mordor faction. For Mordor factions, bro.
Oh, I see. This is
a huge nerf, dude.
Well, we'll talk about
Mordor?
the nerfs to Mordor here in a minute. I think Mordor, we'll just have to get there because
this one is like the go-to for taking the go-to Gandalf the White, and I think a lot of people are going to be paying. People are going to be playing a lot of Gandalf the White because
which is sick. And I like to, but you can't take him with Boromir, so it's not like.
Well, but Boromir is going to be like 200, 20 points, 25 points, and this guy's going to be 250. You basically, if you take those two models, you can't take anyone else. You can't take any. It's 500. So
I wonder who can take Citadel Guard. Irolas must be able to. Yep, Irolas is the one that can only take Citadel Guard. Gandalf, I don't think can.
Because Gandalf doesn't have the special ability.
Yeah, interesting. But see, this thing is everything is into Gandalf, which is sick. I think Gandalf can carry it, especially with his new rules, new changes in some of these special rules here, like everyone being fearless. Because that includes Gandalf. He's in range of himself, so he's also fearless.
Yeah, this is 5 rats, bro. This is 5 rats.
This is a 5 rat community longing list. Look, there we go.
This is what we should have already had this Legendary Legion.
We should have, yeah.
We should have already had this Legendary Legion. Just goes to show you that Games Workshop has never seen a Lord of the Rings movie before.
And you have, because you said that Boromir needs resistance to magic. All right. Anyways, here's the next one. Return of the King has Aragorn as a legendary hero. Heroes of valor are Legolas, Gimli, and the King of the Dead. There's the Herald, Warriors of the Dead, Riders of the Dead. Aragorn has to be the leader. It has to include both King and Aragorn, King of the Dead and Aragorn. The Heir of Isildur is the first special rule. Aragorn does not have to pay any points for Enduril, Flame of the West. He automatically gets it.
40 points right there, dude. That's huge.
It's the same. Fight for us and regain your honor. Friendly warrior Dunharrow warriors within 3 gain +1 to their fight.
No, but he doesn't have to pay for it, so he's 40 points cheaper.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't always take it.
Insane? That's insane?
Yeah.
Or did you say that's the same?
It's the same. This is the same as the other. This is a legendary legionnaire. It was.
Okay. Got you.
The same.
I didn't know.
The same.
Okay.
So, but +3 to their fight value for Dunharrow warriors around Aragorn is really good. The problem about them was their fight. They had good defense. They had Blades of the Dead.
Defense,
but they had terrible
their fight value. Yeah, fight value 3.
So that's a big improvement. They were also expensive, so this is a big improvement. Visions of Terror. Whenever the king that it charges, after the charge has been completed, he may spend a will point. If he does, enemy models within 3 must take a courage test. In the order chosen by the king's controlling player. If the test fails, the model must move its max move value away from King of the Dead. So basically, he gets Instill Fear. Old Instill Fear. I don't know what Instill Fear does now, because all it says is it gives enemy models within 6 fearful, and we don't know what fearful is.
So, but if the models must move up to its move value directly away, so doesn't that mean they can't be activated again?
It doesn't say that.
So they can still be activated. They just move 6 inches away, and they can still be activated.
And then they move 6 inches back.
It will mess up their line if you charge them in, and then and then in the way that
they have to fail the test,
to send, they have to,
because he does have Harbinger.
But you don't want everyone to fail the test. You want some people to fail the test, because that way some people come closer. Some people are still there, blocking the way you can't be surrounded.
What you do is you do their front line first, so that they get blocked by their own guys, and then you send the back line away, and you charge their front line. They just have 1 dice against your 2 or 3, and then you just kill a lot. You kill their front line. So that's Visions of Terror. Interesting. I'm gonna give this 4 rats because it does improve slightly the old Legendary Legion.
I'm giving it. I'm just gonna give it 3 rats because I just think this Legendary Legion was bad. The Warriors of the Dead are overcosted.
Even with the +1 fight value now.
But it's only within a 3-inch bubble. If it was 6-inch bubble, I'd be like,
they're 14. Oh wow, yeah. I'm lowering that down. 3 rat. 3 rats.
3 rats. If they weren't so much, I'd be like, oh okay, but they're expensive, bro.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. This is called Defenders of the Pelennor. So additional rules for this list. Rohan warriors can only be included in the warband of a Rohan warrior, etc. for all of them. And then we have special rules. Defend the White City. Those that fight. Each hero in your army once per game can declare a heroic action for free. That's pretty strong.
Oh, heroic combat for free. You said action.
Oh, heroic combat. Where's the list, though? It doesn't actually say.
You have to go to the next one.
Oh, here it is.
Next page.
So, oh, wow. Oh, I see. Okay. So, Hero of Legend, Theoden, Aragorn, Gandalf the White. 3 Heroes of Legend. Massive. Then we have Heroes of Valor, Éomer, Legolas, Gimli, the King of the Dead. Then Heroes of Fortitude, Éowyn, Gamling, Captain of Rohan, Herald of the Dead, Irolas, Captain of Minas Tirith. Independent heroes are Pippin, No Mary. Wait. No Mary. Wait, where's Mary? What? Am I tripping out?
Éowyn. It says that.
And Mary. Okay.
Mary,
Yeah, I'm tripping out. All right. Anyways, Pippin down there, then Riders of Rohan, Royal Guard, Warrior of the Dead, Rider of the Dead, Warriors of Minas Tirith, Knight of Minas Tirith, Citadel Guard, and Gondor Battle Cry Trebuchet.
This list feels like the special ability is really good. That they can call a heroic combat for free. The
That
only
incentivizes more heroes, but yes.
yeah, it just feels like a soup list. Not gonna lie, but that's how the Pelennor feels was. Because you
So
have like you technically have like three different factions,
yeah.
which is like a soup list, like the old soup list of third edition.
This is a
Which usually the
this
soup
is
lists
the
are like five
green
factions.
this is the old green alliance. This is the old
Yeah,
green
yeah.
Rohan that
Yeah, no,
alliance.
no, no. I agree with you. Yeah, this is a Green Alliance, but I feel like when you start adding like anything more than two different factions,
It's soupy.
it
It
feels
gets
like it
soupy.
feels soupy.
Sure. Now,
I think because of the flavor and the special ability, and then you have this mass troop selection, it is a five rats.
I can't disagree with that. I think it also is going to be. But the only thing is Aragorn does have to pay for Anduril here.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay. Uh let's see. They can declare it once for free. And that's their only special rule. They can just be together and they can declare that for free. What do they get by being together? I don't know.
what do you mean when they
I
have
think I'm
to?
gonna
I think you just I don't know, bro.
for
You
the
get a Chevy
flavor,
shake.
I agree with you. I think theme on point, like five rap, sure. But I just don't know if it's gonna be as strong. But sure, I'll give
Yeah,
it five rats for the benefit of the doubt, just because we
it's
don't know
just
all the changes.
we don't. It just gives you a large selection, which a good amount of lists
It
don't
does
have.
give you a large selection
It
so
gives
far.
you
Yeah,
a
you're right
good.
about that.
It gives you a good special ability. Free hero combats are really good, and
But
it's
it's only
thematic.
once,
Why didn't we already have? Yeah, it's only once, but all of them can use a free hero combat, and like for free.
including Pippin.
Yeah,
So wait,
yeah.
does
So
that include
just
Pippin
have,
and Gandalf? So Gandalf gets two free heroics.
yeah, probably.
Oh, nice. And Mary
So
and Eowyn, that's two free
yeah.
heroics.
So this is probably just you're probably
Okay,
just
yeah,
running this
five rat then, five
passenger
rat.
a passenger
The
combo list, bro.
passenger power is wild.
Dude, I don't know why this wasn't a thing in last game. They had the models. They just gave it to Erwin. It's these common sense changes that they didn't have in the
Erowyn.
last game. Um,
Yeah.
what
I
they just
like it.
I guess they just wanted to sell this edition that they actually started making smart changes, common sense changes.
Here
But
we
I
go.
digress. Let's go to the next one.
Here we go. Men of the West. So here we have Aragorn, King Elisar, 225, with a 25-point armored horse. Which actually, that's interesting. The armored horse is only 5 more than the horse. Not that you really even have the option anymore for that kind of thing. You
You
also
can
have
you
Gwai
can
here.
out here, dude.
Gwai here.
Yeah,
And then you have Heroes of Valor. Not everyone's on foot. You can take Gandalf on Shadowfax. Interesting. You can actually
and
take everyone on horse. Interesting.
Aramir Legolas can be on horse.
Oh, you just can't take horsed troops. Yeah. Everyone else
Yeah,
is not on a horse.
but
Okay. So it
but
has
you gotta read.
Gandalf, Eomer, Legolas, Gimli, Captain of Minas Tirith, Captain of Rohan, Meriadoc, Brandybuck, Peregrine Took. The warriors are warriors of Minas Tirith and warriors of Rohan. And great eagles. That's
Read
it.
Eagle.
Which is kind of rad. A Men of the West army must include Elisar, who's the army's general. If your army includes cavalry, then it cannot include any eagle models.
I think
Wow.
the
Okay. Interesting.
I think that the monsters are gonna be so good in this new edition, especially with Dominate. I don't think you're gonna want to put these people
On horse, you're
on
gonna take them
horse
off horse to get the
and
eagles.
take them off horse to get Gwahir and the Great Eagle.
So only
Probably just
Gwahir.
Gwahir.
Only
Just
Gwahir
probably
can
just
include great eagles. Yeah, obviously.
yeah.
Gandalf the White does not have a staff of power in this army because this is straight from the movies. So we are
Yeah.
going to get another whole version of this, by the way, with Armies of Middle Earth,
Mhm.
and it's going to be massive. It's going to have
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah, it's
favorite
gonna be
book
Imrahil.
character. Everyone's favorite book character, the Dragon Emperor.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. For Frodo, once per game at the start of fight phase, Aragorn may declare he's using the special rules as long as he's alive and on the battlefield. If he does, then friendly non-eagle models within, I cannot read that, 6 inches of
Yeah, that's like
Aragorn
6 inches big one.
gain a +1 fight value and may reroll 1 to wound rolls of natural 1 until the end of the turn. This is treated as an active ability. Okay. The White Wizard, Gandalf may reroll a single d6 in any casting roll he makes.
Yes,
Solid.
so it's
Yes,
like
sir. Yes, sir. That's solid. This day we fight so long as Aragorn is alive in the battlefield. Friendly models automatically pass courage tests they're required to take. Amazing. That's global fearless. In the final stand, friendly infantry models.
Oh, within 3. Gain dominant 2. This
This is a 5 rat. This is like if we could put six rats.
I think this is 6 rats, bro. I thought it was already good because you could take Gwahir. I didn't read that last part.
Oh God.
I didn't read that last part, dude.
That is massive.
Yeah.
It's now even though like, oh yeah, you don't have any cavalry. Who cares?
Yeah,
Who
you have
cares?
Gwahir, dude.
Get your eagle over there, because guess what? Eagles are also gonna have dominant.
Yeah.
So this is massive. 5 rats. Moving on.
Yep.
Numenor. I will let you read this. This is a sad one for some. Our buddy Connor, who's a Numenor fan.
Dude, he got fucked because what? His bunch of his armies got legacy. His nostrils got legacy.
Yeah, and then this has happened
too. I've only ever seen him play like 2 lists. You know, the Old Alliance.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm talking about here. So this is Numenor strictly, but this will affect. Go ahead and read it for us.
So Heroes of Legend, you have Elden Hand, Kingdom Condor, and Arnor. You have Heroes of Valor. You have Isildur, Prince of Numenor. You can take Horse. You can take a 1 ring, but you can only take the 1 ring if if the army does not include Eladin. Then you got the Captain Numenor, then you have Warrior Numenor, and the Warriors of Numenor can either take Shield and Spear, Longbow, or just the Shield. Special rules. Blooded Numenor. Friendly Numenor models gain the resistance to magic. Special rule whilst they're within 6 inches with friendly, unique Numenor hero model. The Resolve of Men. Friendly Numenor models gain a bonus of +1 to any courage test if they have to take. Line of Kings. If they have the unique keyword, your general gains the General Hunter special rule. Additionally, your general must always accept the heroic challenge directed at them.
Oh, that's
so. What is the General Hunter? What is that?
We don't know yet. It's some buff that you get when you're fighting an enemy leader, which is cool, but we just don't know what it is yet. But the big thing that I wanted to mention here is that Elendil has no horse, and he has no option to get a horse.
No, the only cav model is Isildur.
Isildur, yeah, he's the only one.
No one else has a cav model. The Numenorians are not getting cav models.
Nope,
Arnor got cav models before Numenor.
I mean, Numenor are sea people, so. That's kind
of. Oh, they're probably going to get a ship model.
No,
they're going to get a ship model.
Hold up. Armies of Middle Earth. Remember, this is just in the movie. Do we see anyone on horse in the movie? Just Isildur, right?
Yeah, just Isildur. So what you're saying is that they're going to start releasing the models to better round out the list later?
No, the Armies of Middle Earth are going to be from the books. The armies of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are going to be from those movies.
Oh, okay.
So we're not going to see.
Did anyone have cav models in the book?
Did they have what?
Cav models in the book?
Oh, yeah. There was specifically written in there that there were cav models.
Shut the fuck up. You're so annoying, bro.
No, but yeah, I think that they probably will have access to them there. They probably will. Let's continue. We need to rate this. I'm gonna give this. This is just 3 rats. This is just 3 rats.
I think because it has General Hunter, I'm just gonna. I guess I'm still gonna give it 3 rats. I'm just gonna give it 4 because of General Hunter. but I don't know. We don't know what it does. It might suck, like most things
And they
that
have to
they.
accept the challenge
Yeah,
too, so that's
yeah,
another. Their warriors are alone. I mean, I like that they're getting a longbow instead of just a regular bow, but I don't know if their 9-point warriors alone can be spammed out enough. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give that 3 rats.
yeah. Give me 3.
Lindon. So this is actually one that makes that I could play essentially if I got Gilgalad, who has no horse now. That's the hero of legend. Gilgalad,
Mhm.
High King of the Noldor. Hero of valor is Elrond, Master of Rivendell with a horse option. Heroes of fortitude are Círdan and Rivendell Captain. Círdan went down 5 points, by the way.
Mhm.
And then we have Rivendell Warriors, Rivendell Knights. And if you have, you have to include Gilgalad. Then you also have I'm not even going to try to say that, but it's the special rule that says, well, whilst within 3 inches of a friendly hero, warrior models may reroll any failed to hit wounds when making a shooting attack. That's different than the old.
Yeah,
It had to be
wasn't it
within
6
the
inches?
leader. 6 inches of the leader. Now it's
Yeah.
within
So,
any hero, which is good.
yeah, I guess it'd be better because you can theoretically have like 9 inches.
Oh yeah,
You know.
definitely. Then you have Power of the Noldor. Friendly models within 6 inches of Gilgalad gain resistance to magic. This is
All right.
pretty
So,
batch
yeah,
standard.
yeah.
Looks cool to me.
Mhm.
I'm not thrilled that Gilgalad can't have a horse because I'd want to run this mostly mounted. I'm probably just gonna have to slap on. Well, it has Círdan too. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna give this 4 rats.
I was gonna give it 4 rats too
Yeah, four
because
rats.
elves are just notorious for not having that many options.
And I mean, look,
I
Elven.
think, but I think they have the options in the heroes.
Look at the Elven shield though. You can take the shield even though they don't have the model for it. Remember,
Really?
we're not gonna make things that we're not gonna let you have
Oh
things that
my
we don't
goodness,
make. I mean,
bro!
here you go.
This is this is ridiculous.
So I don't think John's watching anymore, but
Yeah,
yeah, that I wasn't crying about it because I guess it didn't actually happen. What do you know?
mhm.
So yeah, 4 rats. Let's
Yeah, four
go.
rats.
Then we have Rivendell. So this is probably the one I'd run. But here's the thing: I'm probably not going to run any of these that are in the Armies of the Lord of the Rings. I'm honestly going to probably run them from Armies of the Middle Earth because there are no Elrond doesn't even have his sons here, so I can't do my fam list. So you were
Mhm.
talking earlier about Boromir fam list,
Mhm.
all about that Super Rond
Yeah,
fam list, and so Elrond here. This is his list basically. So it includes Elrond, Arwen, Lindir, Rivendell Captain, Bilbo Baggins, Rivendell Warrior, Rivendell Knight. The special rules. One of them is friendly models gain a +1 to courage tests. So,
well, you forgot the addition rules, so that
oh
if
yeah,
your army
Elrond.
includes Elrond,
If you take all Rivendell, or if you take Rivendell Knights, they don't count against your bow limit. Then
if you
+1
take
courage
Elrond, yeah.
tests. Defensive stance. This is. Oh, here it is. Defensive stance. Friendly elf warrior models may reroll to wound natural ones when making strikes, so long as they have not moved in the preceding move phase. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool, I guess.
I think
Because then if you two
it's
hand, you're
consistent,
looking at if you two hand, then you're looking at probably wounding on fives, wounding on fives, re-rolling ones. That's not terrible. And then we have Invoke the Bruinen once per game, so long as either Elrond or Arwen are alive and on the battlefield. You may use this special rule at the start of any move phase in which your army is broken. Place a 25mm marker anywhere within 12 inches in line of sight of Elrond or Arwen, and then roll a d6 for each enemy model within 3 of that marker. This roll is equal to or over the strength of that model, or is a natural 6. The model immediately suffers a strength 4 hit, and if it survives, will be knocked prone. Remove the marker after the affected enemy model has been rolled for. After every affected enemy model has been rolled for.
so this is just like a big AOE.
It's just like a ranged AoE, yeah.
Yeah. When your army is broken, okay. So you have to like take into consideration when your army can be broken, so you can
Yeah, I'm
just
not crazy about
pop
this
that
list
down. It's not.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah,
Unless Arwen can get Frodo, I'm giving this 3 rats.
it's it's okay. I'm just giving 3 rats as well.
Yeah, it's okay. Moving on. Last Alliance. I'll let you read this one.
So Last Alliance, you have Elden High King, you got Gilgalad, Isildur, Elrond, Captain of Numenor, Rivendell Captain, Warriors of Numenor, Rivendell Warrior. Additional rules: a Last Alliance army must include at least one unique Numenor hero and at least one unique Rivendell hero. Numenor warrior models can only be included in Warband Numenor heroes, and Rivendell warrior models can only be included in Warband Rivendell heroes. Special rules: World of Steel. Whenever a friendly Rivendell infantry model that is not engaged in combat is charged, they may roll a d6. On a natural 6, the model that charged them immediately suffers a wound. If this model was a cavalry model, roll a further d6. On a 1 to 3, it will be the mount that suffers a wound. On a 4 plus, it will be the rider that suffers a wound. This is considered an active ability, so you basically get to auto kill someone if they just keep on charging and you're just really lucky, you can just auto kill a bunch of units on a
This is
nat 6.
sick, dude. This is sick.
Yeah,
It's
this
only
is
Rivendell too. It's
yeah.
I wish that if you didn't have a shield, like if you had devoted 2-handers, it was a 5 plus. That'd
Yeah.
be even better.
That would probably be too strong. Because getting a free instant hit, on 5 plus,
Okay,
you're probably gonna kill like everything.
Hold on. Camels used to do that.
Yeah, I know, and they shouldn't have been a thing.
Camels
And
used to
also,
be able to ping pong and do that.
yeah, I know, and they shouldn't have been able to do that.
Fair.
People
I mean,
already
they are
complain.
taken out of the game for a reason. But
It's a good thing they're being taken out.
Right.
There were some who resisted. Friendly models may reroll any dice that roll a 1 when making a courage test.
That's really good. That's better than you think. It might even be better
Yeah.
than re-rolling your whole test.
Yeah.
Because if you
They
roll a
keep like a
5 and a,
six.
if you roll like a
5 and a
3
1.
no, if you roll like a 3 and a 1, you fail. Obviously, that's pretty low. Well, you might not actually. That will
Strength
pass
and
on some
Numenor.
heroes.
While being supported by or supporting a friendly Rivendell model, friendly Numenor models may reroll 2 boon rolls of natural 1 on making strikes.
That's good.
Because it's good. Your models, your your base warriors got better with these abilities because
And they're probably
Numenor
going to
gets
be
to reroll
strength 4
1.
still. So if they're strength 4,
they're definitely still strength 4.
I would put them in the back then, so that you could 2-hand
Yeah.
with elves,
Yeah,
and
that's
then have
that's what I was thinking too.
wounding on 5s for both, re-rolling 1s for both.
Oh, did you see that?
And if they
Spear?
charge into you, boom.
They get Elven Spear. Elven Spear was not a thing before. The Rivendell Warrior gets Elven Spear.
Oh, I think it just. Oh, that's sick. So now it's an Elven made weapon, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We don't know yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm giving this one 5 slapping rats, boys. This one looks solid.
I'm giving it a 4 because your big heroes do not.
But you don't have to take them. I
guess you could take Isildur.
I would take Isildur and Elrond. I would. Yeah, that's definitely.
But then, then there's no point in taking it.
No, because then you still get the special rules. All the special rules.
Yeah, I know, but then your big heroes like Eladin and Gilgalad,
who the fuck is
Eladil? I don't know. The High King of Gondor and Arno. There's no point in taking them because they lost the horse. It's just sad.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't have to take them in the list. Maybe that is true. If you're not taking 2 things in the list, I'll give it 4 rats because of that. All right, Lothlorien. We have Galadriel, Lady of Lothlorien. Mirror of Galadriel's 25 points. Her points decreased by 5. Then we have Celeborn, Lord of Lothlorien. Doesn't look like he has any heavy armor or armor at all. Heroes of Fortitude are Haldir. You also have a Galadrim captain and a Lothlorien captain. The Galadrim captain, Galadrim warrior, and Lothlorien warrior. And the Lothlorien are the Wood Elves. Then the
Mm-hmm.
special rules, they all have resistance to magic. And the second one, the Dwarf Breeze so loud we can shot him in the dark. Friendly Lothlorien models may re-roll to hit wounds of a 1 when making shooting attacks if the target of the shooting attack is unable to see them due to the effects of the Elven Cloak.
Okay, so it's like pseudo poison as long
Yeah.
as you can't be seen.
No, it's to
Um.
hit, not to wound.
Oh, it's only to hit.
Yeah, even
Oh,
worse. This is just standard Lothlorien,
yeah.
but without any cav.
I'm just giving it three,
I'm giving
three
it 3. It's
rats.
pretty boring.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
pretty
didn't do
boring.
anything to it.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, why are these getting so small?
Yeah,
This is Fangorn.
yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
get a
pretty
little
boring.
less.
I'm just. Are you there yet? Um.
Should be now, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
Hero. Oh, so we
yeah,
got.
go
I'll
ahead.
read it. So we got Treebeard. They can take Merry and Pippin for 10 points.
Nice. Not 10 points
So
each,
that's
just
pretty.
10
So
points,
not
yeah.
20. 10 points. That's pretty good. We got Beachbone, Breach Seed, Birch Seed, and we have the Ent. A Fangirl army must always contain Treebeard is always the army's general. Special rules: don't be hasty. Friendly Ent Malls are completely unaffected by any magical powers and that would
That's
attempt to
solid.
move them or prevent them from activating
Yeah.
or being. Yeah. One with the forest. Friendly Ent Malls are completely unaffected by the call of wind, nature's wrath, rapid ruin, and
Nice.
withering vines, magic powers. Can they just put that they're completely immune to all? I guess like a fireball, they're not immune to it.
Yeah, why?
Beech,
They
oak,
would not
chestnut,
be immune
ash,
to fireball, no.
and many. I was gonna say just say that they're immune to all magic, but no, then but they're
They're
not
not
immune
immune
to
to Black Dart. I
fireball.
mean, Black
Yeah,
Dart's only going to wound them on a 6 now, though,
yeah.
so whatever.
Beech, oak, chestnut, ash. Many have come. Whenever you include an Ent warrior in your army, you may assign one or four types of Ent to it, as listed below. You must split the types of Ent as evenly as possible. So, if you want to have a second one type of Ent, you must first have one of each of the other types. If you want to have a third of one type of Ent, you must have two each of the other types and so on. So beach. Then it may reroll to wound rolls of a natural one when making strikes. Oak. The Ent improves its wound characteristic to 4. Its wounds chestnut. The Ents gain the mighty blow special rule. Ash. The Ent improves their shoot value to 3 plus and can still use its throw stone special rule even it has moved that turn. Though it has though if it has not moved over half its move value. Though not if it
Interesting.
has,
I think probably the best is Oak, right?
what is Mighty Blow special rule? What is
Mighty
that?
Blow does 1d3 wounds instead of 1 wound when you make each strike,
Oh,
like each wound. So
I don't know. It either be
you can do a
depending on how
lot
many
of
wounds.
damage, but I think it's overkill. Your int is already
Yeah, yeah,
doing a lot
yeah,
of damage. I'm gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
Oak
True.
is probably the best.
I guess it's OG, then Beach, and then the others. Then I guess
Yeah,
Chestnut, then
whatever.
Ash. So
Maybe.
you guess you always want Oak, then you want the Beach. Okay,
I mean, shoot value
giving this
3
one
with a
right.
throw
I'm
stone.
I'm I'm giving this one right. This is boring. You know,
One rat. I'm giving
one rat. This
this.
is
Oh
boring.
man.
This is
Don't
boring
be
as
so
hell.
hard on the trees, boys. I'm giving this 3 rats. I can't be that mad at them. They're trying to improve the ends. I think they could have. I don't know. We also don't know. We also have to remember we don't know. They probably have dominant.
Yeah, I know, but it's no. They
Still
do have
one
dominant.
rat.
They should.
Still one rat. You're gonna
I'm still
say?
giving them one rat. I'm still giving them
I'm
one rat.
giving them
Hey, that
3.
this
This is
is
not as bad as you
uninspired,
think.
boring. Just taking like a handful of monsters. So boring.
All right. Well, let's continue. Let's talk about another. I think you're also
Yeah,
going to give
yeah.
this one rat. So it
Yep.
has
I'm
Gwahir
definitely.
as the hero of legend, and the warriors are Great Eagle and Fledgling Great Eagle. The additional rules: the Eagles may not include more Fledgling Great Eagles than Great Eagles. Then we have the Eagles have come. Friendly Eagle models gain a bonus of +1 to strength in a turn on which they charged. Then we have Piercing Cry. Once per game at the start of the move phase, Gwahir can use this special rule so long as he is alive. If he does not, The enemy models within 6 cannot move during that turn, but may otherwise act normally.
That's pretty. That's pretty good.
That's good. So, what do you think of the
Yeah.
whole list, though?
I'm still giving it one rat. I'll
Yeah,
give
I
it
think
two
I'm.
rats.
I think I'm
I'll
giving.
give it two rats because its movement is better and that special ability is really good. The piercing cry.
Yeah, but they don't have like resistance to magic or anything. I'm giving this one rat. All right,
No,
let's
you
go
can't.
on. Here
You
we
can't win
go.
them all.
Can't win them all. So here's Realms of Men. You're a good man player. I'm gonna let you read this since it doesn't have an actual list.
Realms of Men. This doesn't have an actual list. Yeah, this doesn't have an actual list. Um,
Yeah, I was just saying, like, go. I guess
I'm
go
I'm
through it, maybe,
I'm
or do
not
you not want
I'm
to?
not gonna read this. This doesn't even have anything of value
All
here.
right,
It's just saying
nothing.
this.
It's not even a
Yeah,
list, apparently.
I'm not reading this, bro.
Doesn't even include a list.
Hmm?
It says the Realms of Men army list allows you to create your own force and combine multiple factions in ways that suit you. Does that not matter to you?
Oh, is that what it is?
That's why I'm telling you
I
to read it.
can never include. Okay. Oh, I thought I'm like, there's no like special abilities. No. So let's see. Writing an army list for kings of men. Kings of men are used to represent the many kings and rulers that race of men had once had over ages, and as such, I can't read that. Not fit into any of the standard army lists presented within the Middle Earth strategy battle game. Instead, they formed their own army list referred to the realms of men. When writing a realms of men army list, there are some things to make a note of. King of Men are always a hero legend, and King Men may include warrior models in their warband from any army list, so long as they share the same faction keyword. When working out which King of Men is your army's general, it must be the one which shares the most common faction keyword throughout the army. For example, if the most common faction keyword in your army is Rohan, then the King of Men with the Rohan keyword must be your general. What King of Men has the Rohan keyword? I guess we haven't seen
No,
the
they. I
model.
think it. Yeah, we have seen the model. It's the 4 Kings of Men. That's on. It's on the website right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know some of them were Rohan. A
um,
realm
Go ahead.
A realm of men army may not have two kings of men with the same faction keyword. However, they may have multiple king of men with different faction keywords. A realms of men army can never include any model with the unique keyword on the enemy surface. However, it can include hero models without the unique keyword so long as they share a faction keyword with the king of men already in the army. For example, realm of men army with a king of men with the Gondor keyword could include a captain of the ministerial as a bullpower of the Gondor keyword. Hero models include in this manner may also include warrior models with the warband with the same faction keyword. The Realm of Man army list allows you to create your own forces and combine multiple factions of men in a way that suits you. So this is just like a men's soup.
Yeah,
There's,
it's how you make
but
soup,
mine,
but
yeah, but
you
without
cannot
like
use
the
Gwai
unique
here or
hero.
anything like that.
Yeah,
So
you can't use unique heroes, but you just have like the best units of men.
I like the flavor of it. I
It's
don't think it deserves even a rating though,
yeah,
because
boring.
you don't even know it could be anything. So the factions: Arnor, Rohan, Gondor, they're Numenor.
Mhm.
You wait. So you can take a
Oh yeah,
King
you
of
can take
Man Numenor and a King of
okay.
Man. That might be wild.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think taking the King of Men Numenor is going to be really good because you can get
Yeah.
straight forward into your army, and then you have the Gondor high fight
Yeah,
value.
we also don't know what the King of Men profile looks like. He may
Yeah,
have 3 might. He might be
mhm,
3 might strike. Like he just may be standard stock, 3 might, 3 attack, all that.
mhm,
Which
mhm.
might be good. Anyways, we just don't know. I'm not gonna rate this because we just don't know. All right, now finally on to evil. We only have 19 more.
Yeah,
We're on page 31, so we're getting there. So
this
this has
is
the Dark
this is
Lord
already going on
Sauron.
for 2 hours, man.
Yeah, we're
We have
picking
to
up the
put
pace.
chat out of their misery, dude.
Chat's gone.
Yeah.
Chad is long gone.
Oh,
Heroes of
you
Valor, the Witch King of
making it
Angmar,
sad, bro.
with 2 attacks, 2 might, 14 will, and 2 fate. Also a horse and the Morgul Blade option. Then Heroes of Fortitude,
Wait, did you
Ringwraith.
read Sauron? I'm
Yeah,
sorry, did
the
you see
Dark Lord
Sauron?
Sauron, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, I'm sorry.
Ringwraith with 2 attacks, 1 might, 10 will, 1 fate. So it's locked in now.
I
Ringwraiths
like
are
that.
locked in.
I like that you don't get to. What do you mean that's locked in the ring race?
Just like what you're saying, you like that you can't just buy extra will on them now.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I think that's a great change because it's so fucking annoying that the Witch King can play at any points level because you can just buy however much will you want for that points level. That's like the Witch King is only perceived to be that good because he can
He's
be good in so
versatile.
many different.
Yeah.
He's so versatile. He could be good across
But there's
multiple
no
different point values.
well, actually no. Suladan might be in Middle Earth. Everyone's like Suladan, Witch King's dead. It's like it's probably gonna be in the armies of Middle Earth, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Anyways, we also have Mordor Orc Captain, Mordor Troll Chieftain, Independent Heroes, Mordor Orc Drummer, Warriors, Mordor Orc Warrior, Mordor Warg Rider, even though we don't see that in the movie, so I don't know what that's doing there. Mordor Troll, War Drum, and Mordor War Catapult. A Barad-dûr army must always include Sauron, who is the army's general.
Well, you can argue that because Gothmog was on the board
This is in the beginning of the movie.
on the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, you've seen the
Oh,
movie.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, remember the Dragon Emperor went in, crushed everyone?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
the Power of the Ring
He was
could not
next
be
to
undone.
Frodo when he threw the ring into the fires of Mount Doom.
He had the will to do it. He had to do it because Frodo could not do it.
Yeah.
The Power of the Ring could not be undone. As so long as Sauron has 3 wounds remaining, a Barad-dûr army can never be counted as broken. Should Sauron have 2 or fewer wounds, they'll break as normal. If Sauron is ever removed as a casualty, the Barad-dûr army will immediately be broken. Teaming with orcs. Sauron's warband may include 24 rather than usual 18 for Heroes of Legend. One thing I've noticed is the Heroes of Legend. There's more Heroes of Legend in these lists, so you can take a team in more.
I think that's good. Well, also you have to take into consideration that there's a lot less heroes in your. Yeah. There are fewer heroes in like these lists / legendary legions
and more warband space. So
yeah,
I think that's going to be emblematic of the movie lists.
Yeah.
Victories at hand. So long as Sauron is alive, friendly orc models have +1 to courage. Solid. This is actually bad.
Yeah, this is bad. This is one rat. Sauron is 400 freaking points.
Well, we need to look at what Sauron can do because he is a monster. He may be dominant fucking 10 or something, dude.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he could.
But I don't know.
He could.
I'm gonna give this 2. I'm gonna give this. I hate to do this. I'm gonna give it 2 rats.
I'm gonna give it 1 rat.
We're not eating well on this list, is what I'm saying. We might not be starving because we have Sauron. Like that 1 rat is just for Sauron. Because I'm not. I mean, sure you can take the Witch King, but now he's 120 with no crown. No crown.
But you have to take it was always contained Sauron.
Yeah.
Sauron.
So
it's like
take
you
that
have
400.
to put 400 points. So you can't even play this list in like a 600, because 400 are just in Sauron,
Yeah, because you can't. I mean, you could take a Mordor Orc Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Because even a Ringwraith now. Oh, I guess you could take a Ringwraith for 90.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 110 for it to be on a horse. But the Ringwraith does have 2 attacks, so that's 3 attacks on the charge now. So that's actually pretty big. 2 attacks is a big improvement. That's why all the Ringwraiths are more expensive now. But 2 attacks is big base. But the Witch King doesn't even have the crown, so I don't even know. Anyways, it's Barad-dûr. Let's go here. The Black Riders has the Witch King of Angmar as the hero of legend with 2 attacks, 2 might, 14 will, 2 fate with a horse. So he's just not allowed to have 3 might really anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Morgul Blade is an option, and the Ring Wraiths can also have Morgul Blades, and they are 2 attacks, 1 might, 10 will, 1 fate with horse. This army can only ever include a max of 9 models. A Black Riders army must contain the Witch King. This is pretty much the exact same. So an enemy within the range of multiple Ring Wraiths will suffer minus... Oh, no, that's different. That's actually that's worse. So an enemy model within range of the enemy with multiple friendly Ring Wraith models, Harbinger special rule will suffer a -2 instead of 1. You could get it up to -3 in this edition, in our old edition. So that's it. It might be better though, because you had to be in range of 4 or more to get the -2. So now you have to be in range of 2. So that might actually be better. I don't know. It's a change.
It might be more consistent.
That's fine. It's more consistent. I actually do have this list. I've just never played it against anyone because everyone says it sucks. Like to play against. It's good, but it sucks to play against. Screech and Nazgul, a friendly Ring Wraith model can use this special rule at the start of the activation. If they do, choose an enemy model within 12 line of sight. The chosen model immediately subject to the magical transfix magical power. They may make a resist test as normal, but it'll be counted as you casting it on a 6. Ring Wraith model that uses the special rule cannot also cast a magical power during their activation. Only a single Ring Wraith may use the special rule each turn, and each Ring Wraith can only use the special rule once per game.
That's gonna be super annoying.
So that's better because you used to be able to just do it until they couldn't resist. Like, here's a 6, you resisted. Here's another one, you resisted. Here's another one. It was really annoying.
Yeah.
Not that it won't be. Anyways, it's still annoying. The Will of Sauron friendly Ring Wraith model do not lose a will point for being engaged as per the Will of Evil, so they do still have the Will of Evil special rule.
Yeah.
Hunt the Ring Bearer at the start of the fight phase before any other heroic actions. A single friendly Ring Wraith model may declare a heroic combat for free. This can only be done if the heroic combat should be successful. This can only be done should the heroic combat be successful, the Ring Wraith can charge to the Ring Bearer. If the heroic combat is successful, the Ring Wraith must charge the Ring Bearer, though any other models involved in the heroic combat may act normally. If both players declare heroic combat with this special rule, this player will automatically win the roll off. So that one's super niche, but yeah, if they see the Ring Bearer, they can easily kill him.
Yeah.
Which is solid. I have these models. I like them.
Really cool. I'm giving this a 1 rat.
You're a bast. This is a 4 rat army.
No, bro. No one played it before. It didn't seem like it got any better.
Strong. It's won tournaments. What do you mean?
Wait, then why haven't you been playing it then, dude?
Because I'm not a tryhard. I don't want to ruin people's play experience.
I've never heard of anyone say they played this. I've heard that this is annoying to play against, but I've never heard of anyone actually.
Oh, you've never heard of anyone doing well with it, I see. I don't remember. I don't know this. I can't like name drop people, but there's a player in, I want to say Germany or something. It's a European country that like won one of the big tournaments with Black Riders. So it's good. It's good. See, the only thing is with this. Actually, no. This is really good now. They have 2 attacks, Tomas. They can charge with 3 attacks.
I find these very boring.
But instill fear.
I don't know. I guess I'm being like super biased because I think
this is it.
And, like,
we saw it on stream. We see it on stream now. Next time we play, I'm playing Black Riders against you.
No, do not play Black Riders against me. We will not be friends after that.
Next time we play, I'm bringing Black Riders.
I'm gonna stop being your friend if you. Friends don't let other friends play Black Riders. Dude.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, see that's just a difference there. See, and that's why. Okay. So you asked me why I'm not playing it. That's why I'm not playing it because I don't want to do that.
You value our friendship, you know.
I do like the list. In fact, if I could bring it to a tournament where it was like I don't know anyone here, I'm just here to like crush. Like, I would so bring this list. Like, for example, if there's a tournament, like let's say I'm in Texas for a while, and there's a tournament, then yeah, I would probably bring this list and be like, all right, well let's just crush them one at a time. I rate this list. I rate this list highly. But let's move on
Yeah.
because here's
Yeah.
another
I,
one.
I
That's
guess now that
wild.
you mentioned it, because I read the other list highly, I'm probably gonna rate this one three rats in,
Oh, three
just to
rats to
be
the bottom.
more consistent with my rating, because I
Gotcha.
rated the other list with the low ball counts pretty highly. But I think it's because they also had like a bunch of cheap models. But
Yeah.
I digress.
Well, here we
Go to the
go.
next one.
The next one, Wraiths on Wings. This one is going to be also cool, I think. It's this one's brand new. So, it starts with the Witch King of Angmar. He is on a Fell Beast with 2 attacks, 2 might, 14 will, 2 fate. Crown of Morgul is an option. He can upgrade the Fell Beast to an armored Fell Beast, or he can take the Morgul Blade. He can also take fellow Ring Wraiths, who are 2 attacks, 2 might, 14 will, 2 fate, with obviously a Fell Beast. And they can also take Morgul Blades. The army may only include 9 models. Full force charge is the first special rule. This is basically impact hits. The first time a friendly monster model charges during its activation, it may choose to use the special rule. If it does, each model it has charged suffers a strength 5 hit. Cavalry models suffer both to the mount and the rider. If these hits have been resolved and the monster is no longer engaged, it may continue its activation and may even charge again if it wishes. Though, and this is the big thing, if it does, any subsequent charges will not confer this effect. So no more ping pong.
Yeah, so
But
you have to like
big
charge into like you have to get like 2 models, at least 2 models in every charge, and then be able to charge into 2 more models.
I mean, you forget that these are ring wraiths. They can also compel models to charge 3 or 4.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Smack 3 or 4 people.
But
then also there's this.
But
there's also this. At the strafing attack, at the end of a friendly monster model's move phase, if it is not engaged in combat, you may choose a single enemy model that is not engaged in combat that lies in a direct path between where the monster began its move and where it finished its move. The path is the same width as the monster's model's base. The chosen model suffers a strength 5 hit, and if it survives, will be knocked prone. Cavalry models suffer both hits on the rider and the mount. So now the flying circus can just fly over you and knock your dudes down.
Wait, this sounds at the end of a friendly monster model's move. It is
so
not
basically, let me explain it to you this way. It's stupid the way they said it. So where I start my move and where I end my move, if there's any models in between that are yours, I can choose to inflict a strength 5 hit on them as long as I didn't charge.
So you can just like kite around, Yeah. Because how much do Felbies have? A 12-inch move? Or?
Yep, you can definitely kite. That's what I'm saying. You can definitely kite around.
Kite around, and take out, 3 models with one.
Well, you can also take out Cav.
You can take out Cav.
Whew, now because it knocks you prone.
Yeah.
So
so you can just
automatically gets rid of Cav.
So like you can't just run up to a.
But even if it doesn't,
ring
even if it doesn't knock you prone, I mean, even if you don't die, you do also take a strength 5 hit. That's gonna wound a lot on 5s.
Yeah. That's pretty nasty. I'm gonna rate this
I'm only gonna rate this because it's so expensive though. I'm only gonna rate this a 3 rats because you're only gonna be able to get 3 ring wraiths, maybe 4, but you can't adjust it well. Like let's say you were building a 750 point list, right? Yeah. You have these 170s, you have 195, so you're already gonna be 5 off.
I think if this is 600 points, you basically take the Witch King, you upgrade him to Crown of Morgul, and then you get 2
some Fell Beasts.
And then you
or actually give him some Morgul Blades. Give him some Morgul Blades. That's good.
No, you still have enough points for you have points for Morgul Blades. So you take
Crown Morgul
Blades. And then the ring wraiths, you take the upgrade and you take the Morgul Blade, making them 200. Actually, no, you can only either take the Morgul Blade or the Crown of Morgul. You can take 3 You can take 3 guys: the Witch King with Crown of Morgul, and
And a
then 2
Morgul
Ring
Blade.
Wraiths. No, because then you'll be 5 if it's 600 points.
Yeah,
If it's
you would
600
be
points,
at you would be at 215, and then you would take two
no,
180 wraiths.
you'd be at 205. If you
Oh yeah,
oh, I
yeah,
guess
you're right.
if you get the
No, no, you were
upgraded
right. You were right.
focus, you'll be at oh no, you'll be
Let's
at
just say
225.
205, and then two 180s. You would have
Yeah. No, you can
45
take
left over, so you could do two
you
armored
can
fell beasts.
yeah.
But it would
Yes.
be something like that. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
doesn't add up well. I'm only giving it 3 rats because that I
Yeah,
do like the extra
but
rules.
like
I think
this
they
is
finally got impact hits, which they should always have had impact hits if
this is gonna
camels
be
were going to
fucking
have
annoying
them.
to play against.
It is going to be annoying.
It's gonna be so fucking annoying. Some small, some little Timmy is gonna go and play this and think he's having so much
Little
fun.
Timmy, this little
Fucking,
Timmy. We need to get a drawing of little Timmy. Someone needs
yeah,
to draw us little
yeah,
Timmy.
dude.
Poor little Timmy.
Little Timmy's gonna, walk around playing this list, and it's not gonna be fun to play against him. He's gonna be having so much fun, bro.
See, like
I'm not looking forward to playing against
at
him.
800, you can
Playing
still
against this
only
list.
take one more.
Yeah.
What about 700? Can you take four? You cannot
But
take four at 700.
the thing is that it's just
It's
not
so
fun playing
expensive.
against flying models, especially like an all flying model list.
The
It's
flying
just not
circus,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. But anyways, let's continue. All right, next we have Army of Gothmog. You haven't read one in a while because I've just been. I was
We
kind of
got
my
we got
stuff
Gothmog
over there.
with are you on it? Yeah. So we
We're
got
on it, yeah.
Gothmog. We have Gurit's Master of Reserves, Gothmog's Enforcer, Morion Orc Captain. Then the Warriors, we have the Morion Orcs that got nerfed. They got 1 point increase. Mordor Troll, and then we have Mordor War Catapult.
The
Additional
severed
rules:
heads,
Armored
boys.
Gothmog. Yeah, but it's 170 points for Catapult. I don't know how much it was before. But
Severed heads was only like 5 before. I think it got
yeah,
it got a big.
yeah.
Nerf.
I don't like these nerfs to the siege. Like barely anyone took them. They should
Make
have buffed
siege great
siege.
again.
So make siege great again.
Dude,
So
I
the
would like
Army
to
of
take
Gothmog
siege, but
must
everyone
always
complains.
contain
No,
Goth-
you
yeah,
said it. You're like, oh, everyone complains. You don't want me to take severed heads against you.
yeah,
It's really annoying. I would just make your guys run away.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know, bro. The people really hate playing against siege. I have never brought siege because people tell me how much they hate it. So
Yeah,
I
so I've
never
never.
want to have. I
So
never want
again,
to, have anyone face siege.
again,
So
you asked me why I haven't played Black Riders.
yeah, it's the same concept. Even though me personally, I've always wanted to run like the map with one of my lists I've always wanted to run was Trebuchet, and in the old edition, the one that we're currently in was Trebuchet, double and then double what's it called, a double bolt thrower, and then max pose.
Oh god.
That was like the list I've always wanted to play, but I never felt like
I don't
putting
know if
anyone
you're gonna
through
be.
that.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
any bolt throwers
yeah, I
anywhere.
haven't seen any bolt throwers either, but they're probably going to be in the. They haven't been legacy, so they're
I
going to
think
be
they're
in
gonna be
the.
in Middle Earth. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna.
they
Yeah,
haven't been legacy, so clearly they're going to be in that.
Dragon Emperor can
So
take them.
yeah, Dragon Air first probably going to take them. He's going to steal them, when he's at
All right,
Pelennor Field.
continue with the rules.
The army of Gothmog must always contain Gothmog, who is always the army's general. The destruction of men, the range of Gothmog, the age of men is over. Special rules increased to 12 inches. Additionally, the range of Gothmog time orc has come. Special rules increased to battlefield wide. Tyrannical rule: friendly orc hero models may benefit from Gothmog stand fast. Ruthless assault: friendly orc models may reroll to boon rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes against a trap model.
It's
Has
like
to be a trap
whatever.
model. I don't know. This
You're
is just
strength
gonna
4 already. Like you're very. If you've trapped a model, you're basically gonna
Yeah.
kill that model.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give this like three rats.
This is a 3
whatever.
rat for sure. Yeah.
Let's
Let's continue. Here's an interesting one: Legions of Mordor. So this is what I was telling you about. This is the Witch King at his strongest in the movie. This is the Witch King with 3 attacks, 3 might, 18 will, 3 fate with the Crown of Morgul, and an armored fell beast, coming in at a whopping 245. Morgul blade, and he can take his his two-handed weapon.
Dude, at this point range, he should feel strong. You know,
better
so
be.
it makes sense. Yeah.
So 245. That's Gandalf level.
Bro, everyone else is getting around 250. Honestly, if Gandalf is 250, it's only fair that the Witch King, who being strong at around the 250 range, also adds up. Gandalf and the Witch King should be head to head, bro. They shouldn't be like.
Actually, I agree with you a lot. I think taking like little. I hate to say it, but little bitch kings around like, oh, I just have like 10 will on the crown on a horse, and I'm just going to cast shit in the background. While I have used that to my advantage this edition, it is not flavorful. And that I do kind of like how that's changed a bit.
Yeah, it's bad game design. The Witch King being able to be taken across so many different points value, where he had so many different points to be able to be seen as good. It's just bad game design.
Well, it doesn't make sense that in his like squalor, like not powerful form, he's still leading like massive armies and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, so here it is, 245, and then Heroes of Valor. There's a Ring Wraith, 2 attacks, 2 might, 14 will, 2 fate with the Fell Beast, and Gothmog 120, who he actually that is a buff. He used to cost more. You can take a warg and a shield for 145 total. Then you have Mumak War Leader. You can take huge if you can ever afford it. But you have to take the Witch King.
No, I think, but you always take the Mumak War Leader. You always take the Mumak War Leader.
100%. So Witch King and Mumak War Leader. We're looking at a 700 list. God dang it. Anyways, Heroes of Fortitude. Guritz, Gothmog's Enforcer, Morannon Orc Captain, Haradrim Chieftain, War Mumak of Harad. Warriors are Morannon Orc Warriors, Mordor Troll, Mordor War Catapult, Haradrim Warriors, and Easterling Warriors. There they are. Oh, I forgot Easterling Captain at the very bottom.
Where's the Dragon Emperor?
I know, right? Where is he? He needs to have a special rule right here.
Yeah.
Anyways, the only special rule here, this is just a green alliance, basically. The only special rule is they get to reroll 1s when attacking enemy heroes only.
Wow, this is bad. And it's friendly hero model. It's only hero model. This is a 2 rat. This is 2 rats.
We can maybe work something out because of the variety, but yeah, it's not great. Yeah, I would say 2 rats is about right.
Because especially since you're nerfing the Easterlings that they're not having pikes anymore.
Oh yeah, look, that's what I wanted to point out.
Maybe the halberds still have
no, dude, pike. It's gonna be great. Halberds are gonna be massive. I just have to change all these. I just have to get halberds and then glue them where these are.
It makes so much sense because I'm like, in the movies, they did have halberds. When you're telling me they had pikes, I'm like,
halberds are sick because they're going to be able to spear support and two-hand.
You think halberds would be able to two-hand? And spear support at the same time?
What is?
I know what a halberd is, but like
definitely be able to two-hand. They should even have like a trick special.
Yo, longbows should have 30-inch range automatically, but they don't. So there's no common sense.
We don't know that.
I guess you're right.
Let's wait for it. But yeah. I think this is good. This is also good because it ends the Easterling pike block. That whole thing is gone.
That was not fun to play against.
Not fun. So solid. Let's continue. Mm-hmm. Then we have Minas Morgul with the Witch King. Now this is a strong form of him, but he can choose a lot more.
Oh, shit. An armored fell beast is 70 points. Was it always 70 points?
Yeah. So here, the Witch King of Angmar, 150 base. He can choose. He has 3 attacks, 3 might, 18 will. And because it says 3 attacks, I want to say the actual profile probably lets you increase his attacks as well now, if that's even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 attacks, 3 might, 18 will, and 3 fate. He can take the Fell Beast, Armored Fell Beast, Crown of Morgul Horse, Morgul Blade, and two-handed weapon. And you also have Ring Wraiths with 1 might, 10 will, 1 fate, 2 attacks. Fell Beast, Horse, Morgul Blade are their options. You have Mordor Orc Catapult. Or, Captain.
Captain.
I don't know why I read that as Catapult. Mordor Orc Captain, Morannon Orc Captain, and Mordor Orc Taskmaster. You also have Mordor Orc Drummer, and you can take Mordor Orcs, who it looks solid. I don't think you can only take one of those. Maybe you can only take one of those. Yeah, actually, you can only take one of those.
One of what?
So you can't take a two-handed weapon and a bow like I thought with Mordor Orc
Okay.
Warriors. Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
It says it in the specific profile. So we'll see. Morannon Orcs for sure no, because it says shield and spear, shield and then just spear. Those are how the 3 models come, basically. So we'll see. All right. Then Mordor, Troll, and Spectre.
Spectre.
Yeah,
Spectre.
Spectre. Now this is interesting. The Dead City is let me do this. Minas Morgul must always contain the Witch King of Angmar. Makes sense. The Dead City. Mordor Orc captains and Mordor Orc warriors gain the Blades of the Dead special rule.
Well, aren't they like courage, like 2?
Yeah, but Blades of the Dead wounds your enemy's courage on your enemy's courage.
Wait, isn't it like your courage versus their courage?
No. It is their strength versus your courage. So if you have courage 7, I don't know how it's gonna work, but in this edition, like let's say you had courage 3 on your Gondor guys, right? And my orcs have 3 strength. Then if they had Blades of the Dead, they'd wound on 4s instead of 6s.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Now, next thing, Call of Morgul. If the enemy armor contains a ring bearer, they will suffer a -1 penalty when rolling for Sauron's will. That's super niche. Will probably never come up. Lead through fear. Friendly orc models within 3 of a friendly spirit model automatically pass courage tests to charge a model with the terror special rule. That's also really good.
That's so interesting that they really have to specify the terror special rule.
It is, because I think yeah, it's gonna have some effect, because I think you'll still be able to do like instill fear on them and things like that. This is better. This is probably 4 rats, I would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is 4 rats too.
Yeah, I would say 4 rats. All right, let's go, because Blades of the Dead is strong on that. All your cats get it basically. So I mean, not the Witch King, but whatever. It's fine. Then we have Cirith Ungol. I'll let you read this one.
So you have Shagrat, Captain Cirith Ungol, Gorbag, Mordor Orc Captain, Mordor Uruk-hai Captain, Mordor Orc Taskmaster. Then you can. Is that Shelob? And Shelob, that's the spider,
that's
right?
Shelob. Yeah, that's Shelob. She's now 100 points. She actually increased in points because she was used so much.
It's Shelob, not She. I thought that was the mess at the end. Mordor Orc Drummer, Mordor Orc Warrior, Mordor Uruk-hai. And Mordor Uruk-hai, you have to pay 1 point to have them 2-hand. And then there's a typo in this, because additional rules. Cirith Ungol army must always contain Shagrat and Gorbag. Shagrat must always be your general. There's another bullet point, but it's blank. And the additional rules.
I hope it's not like that in the rule book I get. That would be upsetting if they printed this in every single one.
Yeah. Animosity. Friendly orc models gain a +1 to wound when making strikes if there's a friendly Uruk-hai model engaged in the same combat. Friendly Uruk-hai models gain a bonus to 1 to wound when making strikes if there's a friendly orc model engaged in the same combat. Rivals for power. Keep track of how many models Gorbag and Shagrat have each killed. If any point either of them has fewer kills than the other, then the model may reroll a single d6 during the duel roll. Swift Hunter. During the declare heroic action step of the mood phase, Shelob can choose to kill a friendly model within 1 inch of her. Remove the chosen model as a casualty. If she does, Shelob may declare a heroic move for free though she may not shout with me as part of the heroic move. Oh, interesting. Okay.
This is pretty much unchanged, except now you can take Orc Taskmasters,
Yeah.
and you can no longer take bows on your Mordor or Urukai.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. I'm still taking them.
I'm,
Everyone
I'm,
hates them.
I'm,
Everyone says they're trash. I love them. I love
mhm,
cracking down some skulls with that +2 to wound. That's how I
mhm.
killed those dwarves. I was
Yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
Hunter.
I remember that story.
Boom. 9 defense. Who cares? 4s by 2s. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that'll make any dwarf player cry.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but yeah, I don't know. You played this Legendary Legion before. I guess it's okay. I'm gonna
It's
give it a
okay.
three.
It's not changed at all. I'm just gonna give it the standard three
Mhm,
rats.
mhm,
We're eating normally. It's nothing's
mhm.
really changed. I mean, the Shelob thing is different. Before it let her re-roll all dual roll dice, so
That's
I think that
crazy.
was maybe better. I don't know.
Mhm,
She also doesn't get the +1 attack. I think she just got +1 attack in her profile, so now she doesn't
mhm,
get the +1 attack in the
mhm.
Legion. Maybe. All right, so then we have the Black Gate opens. Or did you want to? I didn't let you rate that. What? How many rats you think
Oh,
are
I
in
gave
here?
it three.
Okay, three.
Give it three.
Black Gate opens. Here we have the army composition. Mouth of Sauron is the
I'm
leader.
gonna step away for a
Is
moment.
not the leader. Is a hero of valor with an armored horse. Then you have heroes of fortitude, which includes the Mordor Troll Chieftain, Ring Wraith, which has 2 attacks, 2 might, 13 will, 2 fate with a fell beast. Moran and Orc captains with a shield or 2-handed weapon option, Mordor Orc Taskmaster, and you can get Moran and Orcs and Mordor Trolls as your warriors. That's it. A Blackgate army must always contain a Mordor Troll Chieftain. He's always the leader in the Mouth of Sauron. The Mouth of Sauron. The Mordor Troll Chieftain that is your general is treated as a hero of valor. Should have just put it in there for that time, but it's okay. Greatest of the trolls, you get an additional point of might, will, and fate on your general. The Hordes of Mordor, friendly orc models engage in combat, gain a +1 to wound when making strikes against an outnumbered opponent. Same. And then the Temptation of Sauron. At the start of each move phase, before the declare heroic action step, you may choose a single enemy model on the battlefield. The chosen model must immediately take an intelligence test. If it has failed, you may immediately move the chosen model up to its move value, following all the rules you wish for moving, including making a charge if you wish. The chosen model may not move later in the move phase, but it may otherwise act normally. So, interesting here. I mean, I'm glad that you do get Ring Wraith, since the good model list gets Eagles, so that's going to even things out a lot. It's really limited on warriors. You don't get to just take regular Mordor warriors, which kind of sucks because Morannons are fine. They're just even more expensive now. So you're not going to be able to get the Horde out as much as you want to get the Hordes of Mordor. Plus, you have attacks here, right? You're basically always going to take Mouth of Sauron, who costs more now, and his armored horse costs a lot more now, 15 more. So instead of being 80 like he was, now he's going to be 100. So you have 100, and then you have the Mordor Troll Chieftain at 150. So that's going to be 250 right there. If you want to take a Ring Wraith, that's even more. That's what, 420. So then you're looking at like an 800 list. This may be good at higher levels. What do you think, Tomas?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah, it's probably gonna be better at higher levels. Um,
Higher points, but yeah.
honestly, yeah, higher points. We honestly have to see how good the monsters are gonna be.
Yeah,
But I think the
the
monsters are gonna
troll
be.
chieftain, I think he's going to be the star of the show as usual.
Yeah,
And maybe you just take trolls here. Maybe you just take a
yeah,
bunch of trolls.
yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
They're not really ever going to be outnumbered, but you get the troll chieftain with the buffs. You get the Mouth of Sauron for some magic. I don't know. I haven't played this list much. Some of our friends have, and they've had some fun with it. So I'll go ahead and give it 3 rats. Solid 3.
Yeah, maybe three rats.
All right, here we go. Now we're finished with Mordor. Let's go to the Army of the White Hand, and we'll let our resident expert read this one.
Army of the White Hand, Hero of Legend Sauron, and we have a Wild Man, Oathmaker, Isengard Orc Captain, Wild Man Chieftain, Uruk-hai Scout Captain, Grimmer Wormtongue, Uruk-hai Scout, Wild Man of Dunlin, Isengard Orc Warrior, Isengard Warg Rider, and we have Crebain. Special rules. Oh, there's no additional, what's it called? Additional rules. They just skip to special rules. Share the White Hand, the White Wizard. Other friendly mobs that can draw a line of sight to Sauron get a bonus of +1 to any courage test they are required to take. The Voice of Saruman. This part right here is really good. During the activation, Saruman can use one of the following abilities, including instead of casting magic power,
so
each of these abilities can only be used once per game. Even though it's once per game, they're pretty good. Choose a point on the battlefield at least 12 inches away from any friendly model, with the exception of Grimmer Wormtongue. Each model within 2 inches of the chosen point suffers a strength 6 hit. If the counter model is affected, both the rider and the mount will suffer a strength hit. So this is kind of like this is kind of annoying, bro. This is what's it called? Like breath attacks where you have to spread out your bottles so that it doesn't, fuck you. Is really annoying to play against. Summon Gale. Until the end of the turn, enemy models have their movement value. That's good. Call Thunder. Until the end of the turn, enemy models
like the whole
have the
map.
Fearful special rule. I wonder if the Fearful special rule is that they have to make courage check
or run
until, if not, they're frozen in place.
Maybe. I think it's going to be they run away, though, because in Still Fear, there's no way they took away the thing. Like, every video game has ring wraiths do that thing where they, like, screech and then enemies run away from them.
Mm-hmm. Saruman can draw a line of sight from any friendly Crebain model on the battlefield. This is just bread and butter. Isengard. I think this is just going to be, I'm just going to give this 4.
Dude, this is spicy. I'm giving this 5 rats.
Actually, no, you're right. 5 rats because of Voice of Sauron.
Yeah, if you are a Isengard main, you are loving this right now. This is great for you. No Uruk-hai warriors.
Yeah, no Uruk-hai.
No pike block.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care. Doesn't matter.
It'd probably be too
you
strong.
You see this where it says Flaming Brand 1 point? That makes them have Dominant 2.
Yeah.
That's massive. Just take a bunch of Wildmen and Saruman.
But can you make strikes with the Flaming Brand?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know what the rules are, but I do know that it gives you an extra point for that. So just take some of those guys, move them around. They're not going to run away cuz Saruman is going to be there.
Why does it say light shield? Why does it just say shield?
I think shields are going to be different. I think shields are going to be different.
You think?
I think light shields are going to give 1. Shields are going to give 2, maybe.
You think? I don't know because I haven't seen anyone say light shield.
I don't know. Maybe you can't shield with light shield. It just gives you
+1. Yeah, probably. It gives you the +1, but you can't shield with them. That makes sense.
Something like that, yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be.
All right. Anyways, yeah, I'm giving this 5 rats.
Yeah. I'm giving it 5 rats.
If you're an Isengarder, like that's the thing. Rohan Isengard, you guys are loving it.
Yeah.
We are Gondor, Mordor mains, so
no, I think Gondor's
Gondor
good.
Well
it's
too,
Mordor that got fucked. Mordor got fucked, dude.
A little bit. It's not as like competitive anymore, but it's super. Yeah. Well, we'll see.
But they're super competitive this edition, so it's
they were like everywhere.
It's just an overcorrection. When they could have corrected it, they decided not to, and they decided to just fuck you guys for this edition. So
that's okay. It's all right. We'll survive. Mm-hmm. All right. So this one is Lurtz's Scouts, and it is it's better. So, like I said, Isengarders, you're loving it. So, Lurtz is scouts, Uruk-hai captain, 100 points. He gets a shield for free. Here's a fortitude. You have Ugluk, who is the Uruk-hai scout captain. Uruk-hai scout captain. Uruk-hai drummer. Your warriors are Uruk-hai scouts. That's it. And additional rule, Lurtz must always be the leader. Relentless march. Everyone has move 8 and woodland creature. Breakpoint is 66% rather than 50. And Lurtz can declare heroic combat for free every turn, and he gains the General Hunter special rule. Plus, Lurtz also has a 5-up Berserk save, so he could just ignore wounds on a 5-up now. This is looking good.
Wait, how do you know he has a 5-up Berserk save?
Because they said it in one of the articles.
Oh, did they? Got
so
you.
He did go up 10 points, but at the same time,
but a 5-up Berserk save for 10 points, that's really freaking good.
Yeah, it's fine. He's good. And now he has heroic combat for free every turn.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's insane. And
yeah, now he's starting to feel more like the
dominate at low points. Look at this.
Yeah.
They're going to be fight 5 or fight 4, strength 4, running through with their Uruk-hai scouts, moving 8 per turn, not breaking and killing.
Yeah.
And then just Lurtz is just declaring combats every turn. I think this is good. I think it's going to be really fun for a lot of Isengarders to play. So I'm going to give it a slap and 5 rats.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 5 too.
I like the upgrades. I like the changes. And I think too, no, I don't know. I don't know how else they're changing Lurtz. I know that's one thing they're doing. Next is Ugluk Scouts, which includes Ugluk, Hero of Valor, and then Grishnak or Captain, Snaga or Captain, Uruk-hai Scout Captain, Isengard or Captain, Uruk-hai Drummer, Uruk-hai Scout, and Isengard Orc Warrior. So the additional rules, Isengard Orc Warrior. Interesting.
Because this is when they meet up. I
know. It's just they should be Mordor. They're from Mordor. And Ugluk Scout Captain must have Ugluk as the leader. Orc models can lead Orc warriors. Uruk-hai models lead Uruk-hai warriors. Their pace is quickened. Friendly Uruk-hai models move to 8 speed and gain the woodland creature. So still the orcs don't have the extra bonus. Yeah. But here's the new rule for them. Get our fire going. Once per game in scenarios that use objective markers, Ugluk can use this special rule during his move phase to choose an objective marker in base contact. So long as Ugluk is alive and on the battlefield, friendly models within the range of that objective gain +2 dominant.
Wow.
Oh, man. This is also a 5 because then Animosity gives them +1 to wound when they're engaged in combat with an orc, and you can take 2-handed weapons on the orcs. Oh, this is a fucking 5 slap.
Yeah,
5
I think
rats.
just
What do you think?
Let me read this really.
If that's seize the prize. Not command the battle. What is the middle one called? Control the center? What is that called? Hold ground. If this is hold ground, then they just win.
The scenario, like to make the objective marker give everyone dominant 2, is a little hard to activate because Oda can use a special rule during the move to choose an objective marker in base contact. So you have to be in base contact with that objective marker in order to activate this. So it's going to be a little hard to do the dominant 2.
You just drum and run around to, if it's their objective, you go to their objective, like if it's breakthrough.
Yeah, I guess if it's their objective, it's really strong because if you can just run and get moving into base contact, and then they can never gain their objective
if
back.
If it's hold ground, you get there. You get there before Cav gets there. You move 11 if it's hold ground. Yeah. You just drum, you move 11, you get to the middle first, and you just win.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I think this is a 5. It's a really big upgrade from the last one.
Yeah, and solid, yeah. All right, let's continue. Then we have Wolves of Isengard. I'll let you read this one.
So we got Sharku, Isengard Orc Captain, we got Isengard Warg Rider, Isengard Warg. Additional rules: a Wolves of Isengard army must always contain Sharku, who is always the army's general. The Wolves of Isengard army may have up to 50 warrior models armed with throwing weapons that rather than the usual 33. So throwing weapons are counting towards the bow limit. That's interesting. I think that's a good call because it was kind of annoying just facing, and like Corsairs with all throwing weapons, and it's just like every model has a throwing weapon, and then you just like the Corsairs are charging into you, and then they have to make throwing weapon checks for like every freaking model, dude. That
Yep.
just slows down the game so much.
And then they have
I think this
arbalisters
was a
too,
good,
and it's just
yeah,
like a whole. You just die. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I think this was a good
Good
thing.
change. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, good change. Leader of the pack. Sharku may declare heroic combat each turn for free. Okay, that's good. Savage charge. Friendly cavalry models still gain the extra attack bonus even when they charge a cavalry model. Oh, that's really good. And will retain it even if they're subsequently charged by a cavalry model. Oh, that's really good. So even if they're charged, they still get a
They
bonus
still
attack.
get 2 attacks. Yeah. They
Yeah,
don't get
that's
the
really good.
knockdown, but they still get the 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So that is solid.
Oh no, but like the knock, but they wouldn't be able to knock down a cavalry model because it's
Yeah.
only a cavalry model
Yeah,
charging.
yeah, yeah. I know.
Okay. Work scouts. At the start of the game, after both sides have deployed, but before the first priority has been rolled, you may select up to D6 friendly warrior models. The selected models may immediately move as if it were the move phase, and then make a shooting attack if it were the shooting phase. During this move, friendly models may not move within 1 inch of an enemy model and therefore may not charge. In scenarios where models enter the board, the selected models will move onto the board before the first of the game, treating any roll to enter the board as a 6.
Oh,
Each
here
model
we
is
go.
treated as a separate warband for this instance. Oh my god. Does that mean this Maelstrom's still going to be a thing?
Read the
That's so
next
annoying.
sentence. Read the next sentence.
Ambush. And scenarios. This is a 1. This is a 0, bro. This is a 0, rats.
We're not eating at all. We're just dying.
The Warg Scouts, I think it's this is really good ability.
In Maelstrom, it's good. Oh gosh. Go ahead and finish reading.
In scenarios that use the Maelstrom Battles special rule, a Wolves of Isengard army will automatically win the roll to choose who has priority on the first turn. If both armies have rules that allow them to do this, roll for priority as normal. Additionally, models from the army may charge on the turn they enter the board, even though they may not normally be allowed to do so. Models charging this manner do not need to take courage pass to charge an enemy model with it. So in Maelstrom, they're really broken. With this special rule. So that's good to know. So that means Denethor can always decide to lose the Maelstrom priority.
He does have a Palantir now, yeah.
Yeah, so that is it. I'm kind of scared because if they left Maelstrom in, if
it's the exact same,
if it's the exact same,
us.
then it's just like, yeah, fuck us. But I think
not us
this
personally,
list
I just meant the community.
Yeah, not us personally, but the community. Honestly, the list flavor wise, I like it.
Flavor wise, it's fine. I like Savage Charge. It's really the only thing that's changed. Everything else is the same as the old edition, but now the wargs are a lot scarier. So solid with that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 4 rats, just because.
I'll give it 3. It runs into a lot of problems with.
It's a cav based army, which I don't like.
But you can get a lot of cav. I fought like 40 of these guys one time.
Yeah,
the issue was once they break, they're 2 courage and they all just run away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it's not hard to break. The highest you have is defense 6 on Sharku. Your Warg Riders are defense 5.
Just kite around, don't break. The usual.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's go to the next one. Here's the muster of Isengard, and it has Saruman. You can get a horse.
You can read this.
Even though somehow it's in the movie, we never see Saruman with a horse. In fact, he hates horses. Canon, you stink of horse. Heroes of Fortitude are Uruk-hai Scout Captain. Independent heroes are Grima Wormtongue. Warriors are Uruk-hai Warrior. And here's the one, the normal one with armor and all that. Uruk-hai Berserker. That's the first time we've seen that. And Uruk-hai Scout. A muster of Isengard army must always contain Saruman, who is the leader. You know no pain, you know no fear. The breakpoint for the muster of Isengard army is 66%. And that's changed, actually. Instead of just breaking and then not rolling for 66, that's a big difference, because then you would still roll to see if certain scenarios ended. Isengard Unleashed. It buys you an extra turn, more or less. During the first turn of the game, each friendly Uruk-hai hero may declare heroic march for free. Additionally, Uruk-hai captains gain heroic strike. Whoa, that's spicy. Tomas needs to get back here. There will be no Dawn for men. Friendly Uruk-hai models get Hatred Man. Oh, this is such a cool army. I'm glad I have Saruman, because I do want to run this. Think about, oh man, Berserkers are going to be wild here. Berserkers with Hatred Man, running around with Saruman, splashing down some magic. It's gonna be good. I gotta give this one a good chunk of rats, but we gotta wait for Tomas to return. Goodness, it's been 3 hours. We're almost done though. We're really getting there. We are really getting there. It is midnight 30, but we're getting there. Let's see. What else can I say here to just fill some time? Oh, Uruk-hai still have pikes, so that's cool. They can't really take them with anything else, which is standard. They either have to take a pike or a shield. The Uruk-hai heroes, Uruk-hai captains. So that's not scout captains. So I guess you would only take Uruk-hai captains, because then you would get strike as well.
Sorry about that. What did I miss exactly? I'm just
you
gonna
missed
skim through
some
this real
big
quick.
stuff. You missed some big stuff. So the normal special rule, they don't break till 66%. And by the way, it's just Saruman, Uruk-hai captains, Uruk-hai scout captains, Uruk-hai warriors, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then Isengard Unleashed. During the first turn of the game, each friendly Uruk-hai hero may declare heroic march for free.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, Uruk-hai captains gain heroic strike.
All right.
Massive.
Friendly Uruk-hai models gain the Hatred Men special rule.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty good.
Pretty cool.
This
would be very good.
Dude, he really dropped the ball.
This is gonna wound
by not naming the general, the Uruk-hai general that besieged Helm Deep.
Yeah, he really dropped the ball. That guy was a legend.
Yeah. But
the guy on the rock, such a legend.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. I think this is really cool.
I think this one's good. Yeah, this one's good. Isengard's getting good.
Yeah, Isengard slapping down five more rats there, and then you can see.
I'm giving it 5.
There's the rock man right there. Mm-hmm. All right, here's Assault on Helm's Deep. It just has Uruk-hai captains. The warriors are Uruk-hai warriors, berserkers, demolition teams, and ballistas.
Mm-hmm. Wow, the ballistas are not.
Well, we'll see. I think they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have some bonus here. An Assault on Helm's Deep army must always contain an Uruk-hai captain. Wow, what do you know? Who's always the leader. They break at 60%. Yep. Uruk-hai captain, that is your general, increases his attacks and wounds to 3 each instead of might. Okay, that's interesting. I think that's probably better too. Break the walls. Saruman has unleashed devastating weapon. Friendly Isengard assault ballista may re-roll to hit and scatter rolls of a 1. Okay. Additionally, when a friendly demolition detonation is charged, you may roll twice on the table and pick either result. So this is basically the same as what we saw before. So what happens here is people just get some ballista and they get a bunch of crossbows and they just make you come at them.
I'm giving this 3.
3, yeah, it's pretty standard.
It's the same thing. Boring, nothing changed.
Yeah, give me a list that like really encourages bombs, and then maybe we'll talk. That's just a shooting list. Usurpers of Edoras. So this comes from the movie. This is gonna be strong. We have Freka, Lord of Westmarch, and Wolf, High Lord of the Hot Hill Tribes. And here's a fortitude. We have General Targ, Lord Thorn of the Wold, Hill Tribe Chieftain. Hill Tribesman and Rohan Trader and Krebin are the warriors that you can take. If your army includes Freka, then he must be your leader. Rohan Traders can only be included in Lord Thorn's warband. Whipped into a frenzy. Whenever a Hill Tribesman or Hill Chief suffers a wound on a 6, roll a natural. On a natural 6, the wound is ignored. So they basically have built-in fury. And then Barbarous Killers. Friendly Dunlin models gain a +1 to wound and making strikes against enemy heroes. That's strong. +1 to wound against heroes. And you can take a 2-handed weapon. +2 to wound against heroes.
Yeah, I think... So the heroes
so
get this too.
These fools are going to be wounding Sauron on 4s? Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, this guy is...
That's wild.
Yeah, this is a 5. This is a 5, dude. They're really overtuning these new ones, which was
don't forget, Flaming Brand gives them dominant too.
Yeah.
So they can use that too. I don't know how good the heroes are, so I can't exactly rate
well,
this.
We saw their profiles. They're okay. I think some of them have fight bubbles associated with them.
Well, Dunlin's eating well. I'll say 4 rats.
Dude, the Hill Tribesman having
maybe even 5
in that 6 to ignore wound, that's so good, dude.
Yeah, built-in fury and +1 to wound heroes.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's even tuning a little more towards heroes. So yeah, I would say those 2 aspects are really strong.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 5.
Yeah, I can't not give it a 5. It also has Krebin, but Krebin don't do much anymore now that they can't pick up objectives and things. They can do it for Saruman when they're looking around.
Wait, but they don't count as being on an objective?
They do count. They just don't they don't have dominant and what I meant to say is like they can't pick up the prize and seize the prize, things like that. Okay. Let's continue. Yeah. I would give this one.
I'm in a 5.
Yeah, I would give it 4.
It's the new stuff. The abilities are good. You have
2 issues I'm worried about.
The rules are good, and you have a good spread of the warrior and the hero selection.
Courage, magic, and bigger heroes than them, I think, are gonna mess this up. But I would give it 4. 4 rats.
I give it a low end on the 5 then.
Gotcha.
Compared to some of the other ones.
Besiegers of the Hornburg. We have Wolf, High Lord of the Hill Tribes, General Targ, Hill Tribe Chief. And then we have Shank and Wirt, Orc Scavengers. The warriors are Hill Tribesmen and Krebin. Besiegers of the Hornburg must include Wolf. Wolf's Revenge. When Wolf moves, he must always charge an enemy model. Additionally, once per game, Wolf may declare a heroic challenge for free, though this heroic challenge must be targeted at the general. Wolf may do so even if the general has a lower tier. Okay. The Promise of Wealth. Friendly Dunlin models within range of an objective marker gain +1 to wound when making strikes. Shank and Rot. Oh, I see. It's Rot, not whatever I said. Friendly Mordor models cannot benefit from heroic actions or stand fast to friendly Dunlin models. Wait, what? Okay. That's not really
because you can bring like this whole troll, that's just more like to keep Shank and Rot in check because there's 2 heroes,
Where's the troll?
It's probably you have to take the troll type of deal, or they summon the troll. It's probably one of their abilities.
Oh, they summon the troll. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Solid. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's probably going to have dominant, I dare to say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think this is only 3.
I think friendly Dunlin warrior models within range of an objective mark gain a bonus of +1 to wound when making strikes. I think that's going to be really good, making basically them 5+ on objectives.
It is good, except it's going to get outshot. It has no resistance to magic. Bigger heroes are going to mess them up.
Just make sure you roll 6s on the
that's right.
resist test.
Of course. Yeah.
I think I'll give it a 4, because it doesn't have that many options compared to the.
Yeah, I was thinking 3. I'm not too enthralled. I don't think Dunlin's that That's
Yeah,
true.
they kind of dropped the ball on these
But
guys, I
the
feel, compared to
flaming
like
brand is
the
like the big thing about it that's making
Mhm,
them good in this so
mhm,
far. But
mhm,
yeah, actually, I would give this one a 4 because just the flaming brand. That's literally it.
mhm.
Depths of Moria. I'll let
Yeah.
you read this one. This one's cool.
Yeah, so you got the Balrog, you have Moria Goblin Captain, you have the Watcher as an independent hero, you have Moria Goblin Warrior, and you have Cave Troll. Drum in the Deep. Enemy models suffer a -1 penalty to any courage test they are required to take, whilst friendly Moria Goblin models gain a +1 to any courage test they are required to take. Additionally, friendly Moria Goblin models always count as being in range of a banner. That's really good.
Yeah, that's that's great.
Dominion of the Balrog. Friendly warrior goblin models within 6 inch of the Balrog gain a bonus of +1 to the fight value. Additionally, so long as the Balrog has at least 6 wounds remaining, a death of Moria army can never count as being broken. Should the Balrog have 5 or fewer wounds remaining, a death of Moria army will break as normal. However, should the Balrog ever be removed as a casualty, death of Moria army will immediately count as being broken. That
Mm-hmm.
+5 value, the weaknesses attached to the Balrog, yeah, makes sense. Shadow. Shooting attacks that target the Balrog will only ever hit on a roll of 5+. And Flame. Once per game, at the start of any shoot phase, the Balrog may select a single enemy model within 3 inches of it and roll a d6. On a 2+, the model is immediately set ablaze. This is an active ability belonging to the Balrog. After it's used, this ability the Balrog no longer benefits from the Shadow special rule. Um, was this ability
This
they
is
changed it?
almost
They
the
nerfed
same.
it. Did they nerf it? Wasn't it
It
like you can
was
always do it?
no, it's just a further distance. What you're
Yeah.
thinking of is when the Balrog fails to wound, you have
Mhm.
to roll, and then you might be set ablaze.
Okay.
Something like that.
He
It's
didn't
just
have like
that's on the
a whip that
yeah.
set people
That's on
ablaze.
yes, that's on his profile, not on the
Oh,
version.
okay, okay, they have
Drums
to.
in the
So,
Deep has changed. That's one of the big differences. So that
mhm,
used to not be there. So
mhm,
now being able to stack drums with Dominion of the Balrog is
mhm.
great.
Yeah,
And guess what? There's no it doesn't say anything about stacking. So the -1 penalty they're going to take from
yeah.
courage tests will stack with the -1 penalty from the Balrog.
Oh, that's really good.
So, yeah, so courage is about to get really
So,
wild.
so this legendary legion got even better.
Yes, this got
Um,
better. So
yeah.
I think it's good. I
Well,
think
they
this is
do
gonna
not
slap.
have
And you
the
can take the Watcher and the Balrog now.
yeah. Hmm.
Before you couldn't
But that's
take the Watcher.
550 points, so it's just like I don't know if you.
If you're doing a 800, you might do that. Remember, goblins are really cheap.
But the Watcher's an independent hero, so was he always an independent hero?
Yeah, I'm just saying taking
Okay.
goblins even with a captain are extremely cheap.
Yeah.
Look, you can take a full warband, 12. That's 60. So a Moria Goblin captain with a full warband of goblins with one option is
Mhm.
100 points. That's 13 models for
Yeah.
100 points. That's really cheap. Anyways, so that is that. I'm going to go ahead and give that a slapping 4 rats. There you
Yeah, I think
go,
I'll give it
Moria.
4. Mm-hmm.
We have Harad, hero of legend, Harad Mumak, war leader. Huge.
400
Then we
points.
have Haradrim Chieftain, War Mumak of Harad, and Haradrim Warriors, and they have all their upgrades. Rocks is an upgrade I don't remember. A Harad army may have 50% of its 50% of its warriors armed with bows rather than 33. War beasts from the south. Friendly Mumak models gain Harbinger of Evil. The Scorpion Sting. Friendly models get poison, bows, special rule in exchange for poison attack on all its weapons. Oh, I see. So it just gets it on everything. So poison swords now, everything like that. And Monsters Rampage. Each hero that is commanding a Mumak can once per game declare heroic combat for free whilst atop the Mumak. When they do, the Mumak will be affected as if it had been the one to declare the heroic combat, though they may not pivot before they trample as part of heroic combat. So this is standard. This is like Grand Army of the South,
Mhm.
except they no longer have the. Well, maybe the Mumak War Leader has it on his profile. I think actually, where he can just cancel heroic moves from other heroes and then just trample over them. So this is pretty solid if you're into elephants and you have the money to shell out for a Mumak. That is
Yeah, I've
solid.
never seen anyone run Rumac.
I've seen 3 on a table at one time. Pretty wild. But very cool. If you can make it work, great. I bet you they have dominate like 10 or something. So you
Yeah.
might be able to just sit your Mumak there and
You
just
know, I
chill
feel
out.
like they might just cap dominate at like 5.
Yeah, it's true. They might. I don't think it's gonna get that
Yeah.
high, but they'll have
Yeah.
they will have a high value, whatever the cap is. So cool. I'm gonna give this 4 as well.
You're gonna give this 4? I'm gonna give
No, wait.
this
I'm gonna
like
give this.
2.
I'm gonna give this 2. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
give
like
this
the
2.
ideas, but as far as its actual,
It's kind of boring, bland, un like
it's very similar to how it was.
it's yeah, it's boring.
Let's continue. I'd give it 2.
It's the last one.
Last
The
one,
last one. The
not a 2.
Corsairs fleet.
Actually, maybe it's
Army composition. Corsair captain. Then Corsair Bonsu,
bosun.
Bosun, and then you have Warriors Corsair Boombar and Corsair Ballista. Was there? I didn't know they
We
had
we don't know. We don't know what that is. I'm guessing we don't see one down here either. We don't know what that is. So
a
continue.
Corsair fleet army must always contain a Corsair captain who is always the army's general. The Corsair captain, the fleet master, Corsair captain as the general increases their attack and wounds to 3 each and gains the fearless and sharpshooter special rule. The last stroke of doom. Friendly Corsair models gain the backstabber special rule. Ballista assault. After both sides have been deployed, but before the first turn of the game, a single Corsair Ballista may make a shooting attack, following all the normal rules for doing so. So, like, I'm pretty sure it's just an artillery piece, and then now they get like a free shot at the beginning of the game.
I think it's not an artillery piece. I think it's these little it's
It's
these
70
little
points.
ballistas they have, like they're like this big. They're like bolt thrower size. So I think it's gonna be like a Corsair bolt thrower.
Well, I would still think it would. I'd still call it a siege.
Oh sure, yeah. It's still gonna follow the siege rules and all that. I just didn't. It's not like an Isengard ballista. It's not because it's got to go on a ship, so it's got to be small.
Yeah.
Cool. This is worse though. I don't like this because it really does limit. Yeah, it really does limit. There's like no named heroes and stuff, and that's kind of the thing. Heroes or evil is not getting the best of it because of this is strictly the movies, I think. But anyways, that is it. We got to the end. We covered 49 pages in 3 hours and 12 minutes. It's not 6 a.m.
Yeah, fuck us, right?
It is almost 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any final words? Let me go back up to hours ago. Isengard is eating well. That's one of my main takeaways. Well.
I feel like Rohan, Gondor, was that it? It was like Rohan, Gondor, and Isengard were really eating well. Was there some people that were missing?
No, Mordor is now locked into certain things.
Mordor. I like the changes to the Witch King.
Yeah, and ring wraiths in general.
I think they're good changes. I think the Witch King need to be changed because
the Fell Beasts.
I don't like that he has to take the Fell Beast, because that's like 50 points right there.
The armored Fell Beast is 70 in that one list.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In the Legion list.
Crazy, dude. I don't think they had to do him dirty like that, but I do appreciate that they adjusted his points cost.
To make him equal with Gandalf. Yeah.
Because it was kind of dumb that you could just make him Bitch King, and then run him in like any army.
Yeah. I agree.
Points,
I agree with that. But yeah, I mean, Gondor's definitely doing good work. So cool. I think we'll go ahead and end it here. I think we gave our commentary on each one. Thanks everyone for listening,
Yep.
This has been the Hall of
Thank
Cats
you.
podcast. This is our
Yep.
update, emergency update leak
Yeah, this is a
podcast. Huge
yeah
Gandalf's great again.
Thanksgiving special.
Thanksgiving special. That's right. So send us off, Tomas.
Yeah. Well,